Loretta. What's up, girl? Hi. All right. Watch out. Watch out. All right. You want to be on the live stream? Oh, boy. All right, just trying to get this going, Loretta. Okay. Let's see if I can see y'all.
How long do you want to wait to receive your funds? 48 hours? 24 hours? How about seconds? How long do you want to wait to receive your funds? 48 hours? 24 hours? How about seconds?
All right, y'all.
How long do you want to wait to receive your funds? 48 hours? 24 hours? How about seconds?
All right. This thing is bugging out. All right. I don't know why this thing is not showing up on the screen, but it's not. Let's see, try something. This thing is not showing up on the screen. Okay. All right, here we go. We're getting there. Okay, I don't know why there's so much lag here, but Your link is coming, LVZ. It's coming. All right. Still getting set up, y'all. All right, here we go with the links. All right. Okay. Hey, LVZ.
What's up, sis?
How you doing?
I'm hanging in there. I can't complain. You know, they done gave me a strike for doing talking about the same shit Dr. Boyce Walker has talked about. But if anybody want to see that video, it's on Coon Hunter TV. Look, I ain't got enough subs for them to give a fuck about it being on there.
Oh, man.
Yeah, they gave me a strike, said it was hate speech because I said ASAP Rocky. No, we not going to sit up here and cake for you after you was talking all of this about how you want to experiment with white women and different drugs. No, I don't know how that's hate speech for calling him out, but okay, whatever.
Yeah. YouTube bugging again.
You know.
Uh-huh. Yeah. You know, since I dragged them into court, they don't bother me nowhere near as much as they did before.
Exactly. That's what I was about to say. I said, see, you know my next step now, I'm going to have to get them now. Because this one was an easy one right here. I was like, hold on. How y'all mess this one up? I said, I ain't say nothing violent.
Right.
And two, the dude already locked up. So, what? I'm going to do something worse than the justice system already going to do to this Negro?
Right. Right. That's ridiculous.
So
yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds like YouTube.
Yeah, I'm sorry. This is hate speech. Why is it hate speech? Because you're talking about one of our good coons. You can't talk about our good coon. ASAP Rocky's a great coon. We love him. He's coon-tastic.
Yeah.
He's coonerific. What's up, KD?
Hey, what's up, VZ? What's up, Lisa? Shalom, how you doing?
Shalom.
We was talking about
so y'all speaking on that coon ASAP. Y'all speaking on that coon ASAP, man.
He
I don't care about him being locked up.
He from the Coonches community. You can't talk about him getting locked up. He's from the Coonches black community.
That's what he doing, VZ?
Right. That look. Every day he come over his house, he eating chicken and watermelon on the front porch playing a banjo.
Yeah.
He probably got that black face too.
Yeah, he going to do a new version of Old Town Road. Him and Lord Nas.
Oh wow.
Oh my gosh, man.
Well, I heard all that mess with Roland Martin. What he did.
Let me tell you motherfuckers something. You motherfuckers ain't gonna vote because you full of bullshit. Kamala Harris is one of the greatest black women they ever walked the earth.
Yeah, right. He went on mainstream media to drag the black community. Now, you know Roland is nasty as hell. Out on Twitter, he'll be blocking you and cussing you out, calling you stupid.
And they doing all this shit for what? They think they got a spot in Kamala's fucking cabinet or something? The fuck are they going all the way out for?
Well, I don't know why she would pick Roland Martin if she did have a spot open in her cabinet. I don't know what she would pick him for.
He gonna be in the House of Congress. He's gonna be a Congressional Black Caucus leader.
Yeah. He could probably go be in the Department of fucking watermelons and biscuits.
Well, maybe you think he can be, a press secretary like Sarah Huckabee. You know, that old crooked face white woman.
Right. So we had an ugly ass white woman. Now we're going to have a big fat stuttering owl with an S curl.
Yeah.
John, I'll take your question. Well, President Harris, she not going to do nothing. Hell no, she ain't going to do nothing for black people. You want to see me do the wobble? What? Then this nigga start dancing.
But he dragged black men. Did you hear what he did when he was on mainstream media about voting? He dragged black men. He mentioned black men specifically.
Right, talk about we mad. They just mad because she got a white husband. Man, ain't nobody checking for like brothers is in the background. Man, that Kamala Harris better than a mother. Ain't nobody saying that.
Nobody checking for her like that.
Nobody checking for her.
And the funny thing is, who the hell would want her non-black ass anyway?
Right. Look, nobody they got her in the Jet Beauty of the Week, and Bam was man. They checking for Michelle Obama more than they was checking for. No, I never heard nobody say, "Man, that Kamala Harris, man."
Yeah.
Nobody.
Yeah. And what he was talking about her blackness. We ain't give a fuck about her blackness. We were talking about her policies, her very anti-black policies that she had back when she was a DA. Remember, she didn't want to let black men with low-level offenses out of jail because who was going to do all the work behind bars? You know, that's kind of.
And who owns and who was a part of the owning a prison? Her.
Well, she wouldn't even rat the cops out. She would not even rat out the cops that were harassing the black community. So, no, we weren't talking about no blackness of Kamala Harris. We were talking about what her anti-black policy. Remember, she also wanted to lock up black parents for their
single mamas.
Yeah, she bragged about it. She laughed in front of a bunch of people. See, look, get in here. Kamala gonna lock us up. Yeah. Bitch, that ain't funny, bitch.
No, it sure wasn't. No, that's what we were complaining about. All that stuff he was talking about. We weren't talking about that. And if Kamala's race did come up, she brought that shit on herself. What did she do? Came out dancing the call and bringing some hot sauce. I mean, she brought that mess to the forefront.
First of all, Lisa. No, go ahead, Katie.
I mean, the fucking irony of it is she danced to another non-black bitch, but she want us to vote for her for that?
KD, this my shit, KD.
Checking for no Cardi B.
This the phoniest shit in the world. Bitch, you Jamaican. You supposed to have Caribbean jerk sauce in your purse. Not no goddamn hot sauce. Bitch, if you broke out some curry powder because your mother was Hindu, then we believe it. But bitch, what you gonna put hot sauce on?
Right.
Jamaicans don't use hot sauce. Everybody know that.
But did she even mention fucking jambalaya and all that shit? She didn't even mention that either.
KD, it's all pandering. That's all, you know. And we were seeing all through that mess. That was the first thing she did when she came out. So if her blackness was in question, she was the one that came out doing all that stereotypical mess in front of the black community.
Right, talk about Wakanda forever, and then getting in front of the black Congressional Black Caucus, talk about her mother, talk about what she gonna do. What you better do so. Your mother don't talk like that. Your mother talk more like Kamala.
Yeah.
Do not associate with those blacks.
Yeah.
Now go in the back of the Quickie Mart and bring me some more Slurpee mix.
And these be the motherfuckers that be they be selling these contracts to in these motherfucking tech fields and shit. And she even actually had a H-1B visa pandering to these motherfuckers.
Right. And you know, and so she came out doing all that mess. So I don't know what Roland was talking about, us and her blackness and stuff. And we weren't thinking about, she came out doing all that clownish mess. And didn't she talk about she was listening to Tupac when she was in college? And Tupac wasn't even out when she was in college.
Tupac was 13 years old when that bitch was in college.
He wasn't even out back then.
Tupac was still in junior high. This bitch talking, I had Strictly for my niggas. No, you didn't.
And then he said, then Roland was the one that pointed out, well, she went to the HBCU. Well, shit, so did Rachel Dolezal. Does that make her black?
That's what I'm saying, yeah, because you went to the HBCU. You know Rachel Dolezal did too, motherfucker. Yeah, right. But look, talk about her, and look, her father sitting up there bragging about the slaves they owned. They claiming the slave raper, not the motherfucking slave and Kamala family. And now she talking about something. I got bussed away from. Look, I got bussed to school, man. Meanwhile, niggas talking about getting bussed upside the head. Yeah, she talking about getting bussed to school, bitch. If you sit your phony ass down, bitch.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and as far as her talking about, well, it was real hurtful when the neighbors said I couldn't play with their kids because I'm black. Please, I didn't have no hangups like that when I was
right. First of all, wasn't no white folks living next to me, so we ain't had that problem. Right. Secondly, look, that ain't why the kids wouldn't play with her. You want to know why the kids ain't play with her? The bitch was ugly. Did you see some of them childhood pictures? Look, they had the top pork chops around her neck so the dog would play with her. Nobody would play with. Look, nobody. Look, they used to put carrots in her pockets so bunnies would play with her. Just everything would run from Kamala when she was young.
So damn, she was playing with Bugs Bunny when she was a little kid. Damn.
Yeah.
But you can't get no human to be friends with the way she looked back then.
Yeah.
Raggedy and Poe.
And then speaking of this busted bullshit that she also lied about, coming to find out she was in the gated community with these motherfuckers. So how the fuck did you get bust through when you was in a damn good community with these motherfuckers, living good and all that shit, even as a child?
Yeah.
Hey, that missed my bad, Lisa. That missed everybody though, y'all. When she said that, right? She said that the neighbors wouldn't let the kids play with her. She got bused in school. The first thing I thought was, goddamn, what kind of neighborhoods you live in where it was white people and you had to get bused to school?
That's what I want to know too.
Right, because
if your neighbor was white, then that tells me you already weren't in the hood.
Right.
You weren't in the hood.
Like she wasn't in the murder dubs. She wasn't in the 6-9ville. She wasn't in Folktown in Oakland. She lived somewhere in the damn suburbs.
Right. So you were in the suburb and you had to be busted. That's why I'm like, people ain't paying close attention to what she's saying.
Right. Lucky Lloyd just said it right in the chat, y'all. She took that bus to see a white man.
Yeah, right.
But see, she got off right up to Zaddy's neighborhood. I'm going to find my husband here.
I'm sitting there like, man, that shit that tripped me out. And you was sitting up there bitching and buying about busting, but yeah, you in the very fucking neighborhood that's already with these motherfuckers.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's what Roland was all in. I'm like, Roland, you full of shit. There's a reason why ain't nobody paying attention to you out on YouTube.
That's what kills me, man. I mean, they could go around and outright fucking lie. Think ain't nobody go check it.
Right. That look. Don't you dumb motherfuckers realize we got motherfucking smartphones? We could fact check you stupid motherfuckers in real time. Yeah. These motherfuckers be saying shit and we be at home typing on our phone. Damn, well, that's a lie, because right here, we already looked up Kamala Harris. See, look, the first shit those jackasses with Malcolm Nance and Joy Reid, we was Russian bots. Then they got corrected, like KD said. Now they gonna bring out this fat tap dancing, fat sweaty fuck, rolling that little fat bitch. Bring that penguin looking motherfucker out there. These black men just mad because Kamala won't twerk for him. What? What? We looked up her record. We knew that she was anti-black male. We knew she was anti-single black mother. We knew she was anti-black community. We knew she ain't had nothing to do with us. We knew she was okay with the prison industrial complex, locking black men up and keeping them on death row, even though it's evidence to let them go. And she still wouldn't do it. We know all that shit.
Well, according to everything that LVG just said, the bitch herself is anti-black.
Well, yeah, KD, her policies, you can go back and look at her track record and see what kind of person she was when she was, the attorney general. She wasn't behind black people. She wasn't thinking about black folks. So we already know what she did.
I mean, the thing that kills me when she was being grilled about her blackness, I was sitting there like, where the fuck her blackness at? I can't find the shit nowhere.
No.
Oh no, she's colored. Look, she's colored. She's definitely colored. I have no look. I'm not one of them people to not say that motherfuckers that's black ain't black, but I'm also one of them people to say all skin folk ain't kinfolk.
Right.
So I don't give a fuck if she dark as my brother or about the same color as my little sister. She don't got the same spirit as my little sister or my little brother. Therefore, she's just like Clarence Thomas or what's that son of a bitch name? The nearsighted fucker, the dumbass doctor, Ben Carson. And look, Roland be talking shit. Roland ain't shit but a left-wing liberal white supremacist Ben Carson.
Well, yeah, he's sore because we ain't all jumping behind Kamala Harris. He supports her, and that we're not getting behind that. That's what it's all about.
And VG, that was the very reason why I asked the question. I'm sitting there like, everybody complain about her blackness, but here she is playing for the other team.
Exactly. Look, when a motherfucker tell you when you was like, oh, that's a black woman, and they correct you and say I'm Indian, they don't got no chance to come back.
Right.
I don't give a fuck if a father walk out of Kush. I don't care if she got an Indian mother and her father out of Kush. When that bitch said I'm Indian, hello, you are a slurpy getter from now on to me, my friend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and like I said, she was the one that started talking all about her blackness when she started running. But they said prior to that, you couldn't get her to talk about being black to save her life. But now, Roland wants to drag us. I don't know why.
these black men, they need to get over themselves with their stupid self. They want to look at Kamala. They look at her like she Nicki Minaj. That's why they mad that she with a white with a peckerwood.
So hold up, like, wait a motherfucking minute. So we just supposed to just vote for her blackness, even though she locked most of us the fuck up. What fucking sense did that make?
Well, it makes sense to Roland Martin. Ooh, Roland, you suck. Okay, we're gonna go over this article that came out in the Washington Post, y'all. So this came out in the Washington Post, and they, by the way, referred to ADOS as a small group.
It was a little nearsighted Asian bitch, and I'm gonna go down by the Washington Post and throw some rice at that dusty bitch when I catch her walking in there. I know where the Washington Post building is. I'm gonna stand right there and say, "Yeah, bitch, I'm a small group, but this brown rice I'm throwing at your white Asian ass ain't small, you simple bitch. Get your ass out of here."
I'm like, wait a fucking minute. I thought Ling couldn't fucking write. But here he is writing a fucking article.
Okay, so we got why some African Americans are questioning Kamala Harris' blackness. All right. So one thing I didn't also like about Kamala Harris is she came out in the beginning after she was playing us with all the stereotype. She was talking about Donald Trump being a racist. We don't care about that. Who don't know that Donald Trump is a racist by now? I mean, seriously, who don't?
Ooh, big news, big news.
You know, nobody cares about that. So online stories have circulated requesting that the lawmakers is not African American because her parents are immigrants. That's not true. And spent some time of her childhood in Canada. During a February appearance on the Breakfast Club radio show, host DJ Envy and Charlemagne the God, I don't know where the hell did he come up with that name?
Yeah, Charlemagne the bum. Go ahead.
Asked Harris that. Harris pushed back. I'm black and I'm proud of being black. I was born black. I will die black, she said. I'm not going to make excuses for anybody because they don't understand. What is this supposed to mean, y'all?
I'm about to say that just confused me, right? Yeah. What don't I understand?
Mm-hmm.
First of all, it's what they're saying is a big fucking lie. None of us were questioning her blackness.
No.
That's a lie.
Mm-hmm.
We question her dedication to the black community. We question her loyalty to the black community. We question her motives for the black community. But nobody is sitting up here questioning her blackness.
Right.
And all we fucking did was ask her a question about reparations. How the fuck a question about reparations is all of a sudden questioning her blackness?
Facts.
Well, you know, Roland don't want us talking about reparations. This is his what is he second generation Haitian? Roland Martin, I think.
Oh yeah, he Haitian, all right. He be hating. I mean, yeah, he Haitian.
Yeah, right.
I mean, like, all we asked her is the bitch for reparations or not. That's all the fuck we asked her.
And she already answered that in the very beginning. She said no.
No, I ain't gonna do nothing. Black ass, fuck you. Ugh. That's what she said, right? Ugh. Do something for black people. Ugh, where they do that at? Ain't that what she said?
Yeah, she did. If you think I'm just gonna do something for black people, no, you know that was her.
Oh, and uplifting black people uplifts all people.
Yeah. So she went on to criticize those who question her racial identity. I think they don't understand who Black people are, Harris said. I'm not going to spend my time trying to educate people about who Black people are, because right now, frankly, I'm focused on, for example, an initiative that I have that is called the LIFT Act. That is about lifting folks out of poverty. You know, we didn't ask you for no damn program, but okay. Harris has had life.
Hold up, Lisa, I don't need no goddamn ride. What the fuck is he talking about calling giving me a lift? I don't need no lift. I don't need no Uber. I don't need no Waze. I don't need no GPS. All I need is my motherfucking check.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. But she came up with the Lyft program, you know.
And speaking of motherfucking rides, if you just hand me my damn check, I can get my own damn ride.
Hey, ain't nothing lifting a motherfucker like a check. Let me tell you.
I'm telling you, ain't that the truth? Okay, so Harris has had life experiences different from those of many Black Americans. Her father is a Jamaican immigrant who she never talks about. She'll talk about her mom, though. Her mom is a Tamil Indian immigrant. Her husband is a white man from New York. He's a Jew. She married a Jew. While she was born in Oakland, a city with a rich history of African-American activism. Harris spent her early childhood in Berkeley, California. Now, you know how white it is in Berkeley, California?
Yes, I do. I've been there. Look, what's so funny? It's a soul food restaurant in that white ass area. That's the truth. That is the truth. That, yes, I was like, when you just said that, I said, okay, but the activism that was in Oakland, not Berkeley.
Right.
I remember one time when I was a little homie, I actually saw Oakland and I actually saw Berkeley. They're two different ass places.
Berkeley really a college town.
Yeah.
Like the Panthers used to go to Berkeley to get money from them rich white kids. They go down there, speak, get money from the rich white kids, and then take it back to Oakland. But ain't nothing down Oakland for no Black person to go down there and do nothing.
And that's what I was saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you know, we meet our people and shit. With Berkeley, it's full of them motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. And I'm glad, just real quick, I had to bring that point up real fast about them going to Berkeley getting money from white people, because Jason Black was talking about that too. I remember we had gotten to an argument on my channel when that Marianne Williamson was talking about reparations, and I was like, well, who the fuck do you think we getting the reparations? I don't give a fuck. I will do business with every white supremacist as long as they talking about cutting the check.
Mm-hmm.
It's about business. I ain't got to like this motherfucker to do business.
Right. Yeah, very true.
I mean, at the end of the fucking day, everybody got to eat, so it ain't like I'm just going to avoid this one and that one. Shit. If they got the check, that's where the fuck I'm going.
Mm-hmm. So Harris spent her early childhood in Berkeley, California, and worshiped at a Hindu temple in addition to attending a Black Baptist services. She attended high school in Montreal before returning to the United States for college at Howard University, a historically Black college. These differences may help explain why some voters want to know more about her background. Some want to know that she understands some of the issues affecting Black Americans since the emancipation of slaves. Harris has said that she supports reparations. No, she didn't. She came out opposing it for descendants of Black people who were enslaved in the United States. But those asking more questions have attempted to explain the intentions behind their inquiries. This whole argument that we're saying she's not really Black is ridiculous. Yvette Carnell, co-founder of the American Descendants of Slave movement, told the Philadelphia Inquirer. We're saying that there's a difference in the justice demands for people who are descendants of slaves in this country and those who were enslaved in Jamaica. Carnell fleshed out the argument further Wednesday, tweeting, Kamala Harris doesn't have that in her lineage. She anchored to two affluent immigrant parents. Yeah, it's simply, really simply. So since Kamala Harris doesn't have this experience in her background or a track record that expresses this understanding, she announced during MLK week at Howard University, of course, she's going to get pressed hard on so she was getting pressed on ADOS, and she's not ADOS. So why would she really put herself out there for a movement that she's not even part of? And you have to even ask yourself that when it came down to the hearing, the HR 40 hearing, everybody that was heading that shit weren't even ADOS. So why the hell would they care about our plight? And I don't understand why there would be a panel of people that were not appointed by the Black community. Republicans, that's how you ended up with that Coleman Hughes on the panel. Republicans put them there. Okay, so days after Harris launched her campaign, Tressie McMillan Cottom, a sociologist professor at Virginia Commonwealth University, tweeted a thread on why some voters are asking questions about Kamala Harris' Black experience. People aren't wholesale crazy for debating Kamala's racial solidarity anymore than they debated with any other candidate, she wrote. I am not going to let people do what I am not going to let people do is pretend that Black voters are stupid or wrong for doing what people surely do to us, which is question our bona fides. Obama, who has nothing to do with us, a white mother and a Kenyan father, became, Obama's not one of us. And quite frankly, I'm getting tired of his name coming up so much when it comes down to the Black community. Obama didn't do shit for us, and he has nothing to do with ADOS, period. He decided to turn his back on the Black community when he was in office. He made that decision. Okay, y'all still with me?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay. But, Obama's name is coming up a lot, and I don't understand why,
Because he's a Trojan horse, see? Obama name coming up because they trying to say that we're a Black version of Donald Trump. That's what they're trying to say. They're trying to make this Donald Trump equivalent. Look, they're doing the same thing to Kamala Harris that Donald Trump did to Barack Obama. It's wrong. These Blacks are just the racists. That's why the name is coming up. That's why. It's to frame us, Lisa. It's to put us, and that's why I'm glad Yvette said what she said. This has nothing, it ain't got nothing to do with us hating on her, nothing like. No, what she's saying is, look, if you're not from here, you wouldn't understand. It's the truth. It's stuff that you tell me about New Jersey, I just sit back and listen. Guess why? I'm not from New Jersey.
Yeah.
And that's the same country.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you know what? And what kills me is Obama spent many years in Jeremiah Wright's church, and you heard how Jeremiah Wright spoke, right?
Right.
And everybody was coming down, and you got to think about that because him and Michelle went there for years. So, look, who was he pandering to when he dismissed Jeremiah Wright? He was pandering to them white folks. So Obama chose his side. I don't feel bad for him. And you know, one thing we need to do is keep him from wagging his finger in front of the black community anymore. You know, he's done that enough.
Let me tell you, you shouldn't be eating fried chicken first thing in the morning. We got to stop feeding our kids Popeyes. We got to do a lot better. I'm sorry Trayvon got killed. Of course, if I had a son, he looked just like Trayvon. Love and happiness. What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man. Look, that's why she trying to Cardi B. See, look, white supremacists don't have too many tactics, okay? They try the same thing over and over. They already tried this before.
Yeah.
They tried this before. They knew it worked the first time. So they like, Cardi, all you got to do is what Barack did. Come out here and dance and say you like this rapper. He said he liked Jay-Z and he never quoted one Jay-Z song.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You can get away with it.
Mm-mm-mm. All right. So getting back to this. So, you know, Obama came out of the south side of Chicago. Him and Michelle, but he sure didn't act like he came out of there. That's for sure. So as of now, Harris' approach has been to dismiss those asking questions and calling them divisive. This is the same thing they did to Barack, she said in her Breakfast Club interview. This is not new to us, and I think that we know what they are trying to do. They are trying to do what has been happening over the last 2 years, which is powerful voices trying to sow hate and division. And so we need to recognize when we're being played. We sure do, Kamala. But that might not be enough. Many voters are still quite unfamiliar with Harris. They want to know if the former prosecutor's politics on criminal justice and immigration align with one of the most influential voting blocs in the Democratic Party. With increased spotlight on Harris following her well-received campaign launch, these questions about her ties to the African-American community will probably continue, both from those trying to decide whether to support her and from those pro-Trump conservatives who hope to characterize her as a dishonest lawmaker, misrepresenting herself for the sake of popularity. Well, go ahead.
I'm just, look, I just said it. I just said she was going to invoke the name Barack. I told you. Look, they seriously believe she is right, though. We can't get suckered into that shit again. But she don't know we talking about her. We not going to get suckered into voting for motherfuckers. Look, people tired of my little skinny black ass running around telling them, hey, I told your black ass that you don't know Barack Obama, why you vote for him.
Yeah.
People tired of me. Look, people should be tired.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree.
But now they realize they didn't get nothing the last time. They not falling for the okie doke. So you can come out here, you can do the nay, you can do the Tootsie Roll, you can go back and do the hop and the monster mash and whatever else you need to do. But if you ain't signing off on that check, we ain't fucking with you.
Right. I agree. I definitely agree with that. Okay, let me see here. I just got to make sure I can still see y'all, and I can still see y'all. Okay. All right, I have another story. I just need to bring this up on the screen. Okay. Now, there's been some fighting between Nancy Pelosi and the four newest Democrats. The ones that speak up more than the relics that have been there forever, that don't say nothing about anything other than immigrants. I take that back. They say a lot about immigration. All right, so there's been feuding, and Trump is not going to refuse to be in a good fight, so he decided to throw his 2 cents in and get on the only white person side in the whole thing, which is Nancy Pelosi. Yeah, that's real shocking. So it's not that I'm all into these women, but it's what Trump said. Now, New York Rep Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, fresh from a bitter public spat with top House Democrat unloaded on Trump Sunday afternoon after he suggests that unnamed progressive congresswomen, this is what Trump says, go back to their corrupt and crime-infested countries of origins. I got news for you, Donald Trump. America is corrupt and crime-infested too. Okay? Why do these folks talk like America is immaculate? There are no issues in America. I mean, who are you fooling, Trump? You're corrupt. You're just your White House is corrupt.
I'm about to say, look, 4 members of your cabinet got jail sentences.
Right.
Come on, dude. What are you do? And then my only problem with the statement is Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is Puerto Rican, right?
Yeah.
So even if she went back to the country, it would still be America's fault. That's still an American colony.
It sure is. It sure is. Right? So
still be his fault.
Mm-hmm. And he says to them to go back to their own corrupt and crime-infested countries of origin, then come back and show us how it is done. Trump, you done had people go before the House committee testifying against you. Michael Cohen said Trump is a criminal. He called him a criminal. And he's coming out against somebody. Trump really needs to just be quiet. And of course, he's being called out on this all over Twitter. Mr. Trump, the country. So this is a response back. Mr. Trump, the country I come from and the country we all swear to is the United States. Ocasio-Cortez wrote, but given how you've destroyed our border with inhumane camps, all at the benefit to you and the corpse who profit from them, you are absolutely right about the corruption laid at your feet. Now, see, I'm not concerned about that. See, one thing those immigrants got on their side, they can go home. They know their land of origin and they can go home.
We can't go back nowhere. We just here.
Right. Okay. So they don't have to be in those detention camps. They can go home. Seriously, they can go home. So you are angry because you don't believe in America, where I represent New York. So she's just firing back off at Trump. So they're talking about that Ilhan Omar, Rashida Tlaib, and also Ayanna Pressley. Those 4 that are going back and forth with Nancy Pelosi. And do y'all know
Ayanna Pressley from here?
Yeah, I know she is from here. But Nancy Pelosi is 79 years old. She's 79 years old. How long are these people going to stay in these positions? See, this is, that is a big reason why the country can never move forward. You got all these old relics sitting up in Congress and the Senate. And that's a big reason why you can't get nothing done. You got, who is it? Maxine Waters, she's 80. Nancy Pelosi is 79. I think John Lewis is what? John Lewis is what? About 74? He could be a little older.
I don't really know how old I am, but I do know that blood I spill on that prison shoulder.
Yeah. James Clyburn, I think, is 78 years old. You know, these people are too damn old. They need to go somewhere and sit down and retire. You know, I don't understand why they need to be in these positions, you know, forever. So I don't know, y'all. So they're all fighting with Nancy Pelosi. But see, Nancy Pelosi went on video trying to fight back with them, and she kept calling them "you people." You people. We know what that means. Yeah, I agree. Like, pass the damn torch.
Look, you know what was so funny though, Lisa, what you just said? I wasn't expecting to hear Ayanna Presley, so he telling Ayanna Presley go back to the ghetto.
Yeah.
She can't go back to her. Look, if Ayanna Presley go back to the corrupt country with the corrupt government, where's she gonna go? She gonna stay right here.
Actually, they're going to all be right here because in order for them to be in Congress, they got to be a citizen.
Exactly. You're absolutely right. All of them born here, so it don't matter.
Yeah, you know, we're kind of stupid. And Trump, if anything, somebody needs to kick your ass out of office.
Right. Hey, look, Hood Missions just said it. If we should, as voters, have a personal clock in us that we not voting for motherfuckers that we would put in retirement homes.
Yeah.
Think about this. Would you let your 80-year-old grandmother drive you somewhere, or do you drive your 80-year-old grandmother somewhere?
Right.
I say the latter.
Well, why would you give her the keys to the world?
First, and not only that, when you watch Nancy Pelosi closely, her age is showing. You know, you can tell when she's talking, she's not as solid in her speech as she was a few years ago. That age is definitely catching up to her big time.
She don't look a day over 1,000 though.
Yeah, right.
You know, she don't look a day over 1,000. Look, seriously, we as voters have to start going, look, we can't vote for no old ass rickety crickety motherfuckers. That look, you don't even let your grandmother pick fruit after a certain age, but now she gonna control the budget. Your grandmother still gives you 50 cents like it's 1932, and you want her to control the deficit? Get the fuck out of here. No.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and most of these politicians that you're looking at today have been there since the 80s and 90s. You know, like John Lewis been there since the 80s. And we're what, 2019? Man, these people need to retire.
Listen, John Lewis been kissing them people ass. He been a elected official since the early 80s. But Lisa, he been in Washington since the early 60s.
Yeah.
So when you elected him in the 80s, he was already 40. That means after the 90s, he shouldn't have got no more. Look, that's it for you. At the 90s, look, at the age 60, they should be just like everybody else, winding down, ready to retire.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, I mean, that don't make any sense. Let me see if I want to pull up all their ages. I just want to see if it's listed, and it should be. Representative ages, members. See if I can pull up, because I know there's a lot of old ass motherfuckers up in here.
And then all this shit with AOC and them. I mean, want us to fucking care for Miguel and Maria. I don't give a fuck about them. If they ass get deported, so fucking what?
Well, KD, like I said, they can go home. They don't have to be in no detention center at all. They can go home.
And that's my thing right there. I'm not shedding motherfucking tear for them. Okay, so they got split up by their family. So fucking what?
He don't even give them no energy. Don't give them no energy. Don't even talk about it. Fuck them. That has nothing to do with us. I wouldn't even bring it up. Don't even start the because that people, I'm learning shit as I get older. They use that shit so what I do, I just don't talk about it. Know why? It don't affect me. So it's no sense in me bringing up shit that don't got nothing to do with me. They can go cry about it all they want. I don't care about that. If that's something that they feel like they need to do, fine. All I'm saying is, when it comes to dealing with me, I need my check. So I don't care nothing about what they look. They can let all them motherfuckers in, long as they pay taxes and pay for my check. You get what I'm saying, KD? You get what I'm saying, bro? That's how we got to handle it. Look, I don't give a fuck. Y'all let all these son bitches in. Long as y'all make them pay taxes and cut us our check, I don't care what you do. Really.
Yeah.
Just don't poison my water. Don't poison my air. Stay the fuck out of my school. Stop putting this gay shit on TV all the time. That's the shit I'm worried that look that shit I'm argue about. But if they want to go help, like you say, Miguel and Maria, let them do it. I don't care. Just I don't have to go help. And I don't have to be against it either. If you want to help, you can help. I'm not mad at you for helping. That's what you want to do. Just don't come to me cry. Oh, I want to help them. Motherfucker, you didn't help me. Fuck, right. I look like helping.
And well, see, that's the thing that's the hang up I have with a lot of them whining, because they're all over the TV, especially the Democrats, talking about the conditions these folks are in. Why don't you go to San Quentin? Okay, why don't you go to Rikers Island and look at the conditions those brothers are in?
Exactly. Why you don't go to Angola? That shit slavery conditions. Yeah. Angola been look. They said that violated UN human rights. Angola prison, and they still put niggas in Angola. They don't care nothing about that. When you come to me crying about that and releasing them, then I may consider helping. But then them motherfuckers don't be crying about. You'll never see Hector and my man Juan and Chavo Jr. You never see them. And hey man, they need to let Raheem and Leroy out, man. They didn't do it, eh? Let them go, fucker. It's wrong, eh? What you doing? You shouldn't have never done that, eh? When I see the what is it? The NAA MP, the National Association for the Advancement of Mexicans, helping colored people, then until then, fuck all that. I ain't got nothing for you. Mm-hmm. I ain't even gonna bring you up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna bring you up. I ain't gonna go out my way to dish you, and I ain't gonna go out my way to help you. Need you want like some motherfuckers are trip and fall, and I kick them. Some motherfuckers are trip and fall, and I laugh. Other motherfuckers, my family trip and fall, I'm helping them up. The Mexicans if they trip and fall, I just laugh. That's all I do. Mm-hmm. They're talking about sending us home, fucker. Shit, is they gonna pay for it? Yeah. Well, shit, they tell us to go home all the time, and they the ones kidnapping brought us here. Mm-hmm. Y'all volunteered to come over here. They told you go home, and then they gonna pay for you to go back. Sound like a good deal. You should take it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, so here's a list of the names of people in Congress, and you can see the first one that caught my eye, Maxine Waters, 81 years old. Let's see if I can find that. Nancy Pelosi, 79 years old. I mean, these people are they're too old. Okay, let's see if we can go down a little bit further.
79.
Yeah.
God dang. Look, let me tell you something, y'all. This how old Nancy Pelosi is. If somebody told you they had a car that was a 79, not 79 years old, you be like, God damn, that car old.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we got Frederica Wilson, 77, and John Lewis right here, Georgia. John Lewis, 79. Okay, he's 79, a little older than I said. 79 years old, John Lewis. Let's see what they got. Bobby Rush. Yeah, I know Bobby Rush is still. He's 73.
At least he was a Panther.
Yeah.
Look, Bobby Rush was a rider, so I let his old ass stay up there. But no, he need to sit down too. It's time for you to tell Panther stories, nigga.
I'm trying to see some of the ones that are. Let's see here.
Listen.
Yeah.
If we played a song from 1979, everybody in here be like, that song old as hell.
Yeah.
Now imagine a person that is 79. Look. Yeah. Damn. Come on, man. And they electing them.
They sure are. Over and over. They're electing them multiple times. Wow. I mean, it looked like the average age, just from me looking at this list, is 60. A lot of them seem to be in that 60 range, but there's an awful lot of them in their 70s. This is a wow.
They need to be gone. You mean to tell me it ain't no young up-and-comer that they trust that can carry on whatever agenda they was trying to push?
Mm-hmm. Well, the only reason why John Lewis keeps winning over and over is because he's going unopposed. Nobody is challenging him.
Why they scared to run against this big head, no neck ET looking at?
I don't know. You would think somebody would have by now. I think he's been in there since like 1984.
We in Georgia, right?
Yeah. Ain't he's going unopposed. That's why he keeps.
I'm about to move down there and run against them my motherfucking self.
Yeah.
My commercials would be fucked up too against, look, is this who you want running your, I spell my blood on the business, Selma. Or is this who you want? I'll whoop your motherfucking ass, white man.
Yeah, right.
The choice is yours. LVZ 2020. Do you want a man who sits here talking about, I love Hillary Clinton? I mean, the worst thing that I had to do was vote for Barack Obama's against my friends, the Clintons. It was even worse than the blood I spilled on that bridge in Selma. The white lady said, but Senator, there was blood rushing down there. I know, but this was much harder. So I need to go down there and like, first of all, you hit me, I'm shooting you. It ain't no hit me, I hit you back. You get shot, white man. Fuck wrong with you? Is this who you want to be your leader? LVZ 2020. Let's do it, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. These senators are just as old as the Congress people.
All right. I'll be running commercials like, aren't you tired of your of your representative wearing tap shoes? Aren't you tired of smelling fresh butter biscuits coming from the Capitol? I am too. I came here to get the bullshit out. LVZ 2020.
Ted Cruz is just 47. That man looks terrible.
Who?
Ted Cruz.
Damn.
He's 47. What? Cory Booker is 49.
Cory Booker.
Yeah.
That's right. Look, y'all know I got the people's vote. I'm a man of the people.
Yeah, I don't know. One thing my parents both come out of Georgia, and one thing I can tell you, LVZ, the cooning is deep down there.
Look, you be having these mush mouth coon ass niggas on TV. Oh no, he's a northerner bringing down here all that foolishness and ruination.
Mm-hmm.
Leave him. Get from here. Get from here, LVZ. We need good. We hear this obedient black folks.
Yes, they are. They are. You go down there talking like that. You know how Negroes get quiet when they get scared. You go down there talking like that, the whole people get quiet.
Their famous statement: "You can't talk to that man like that. Why not?"
Yeah.
You talk to that man like that? Yeah.
I mean, we're laughing, but that's exactly what would happen. Jeff Sessions' little ass is 71, but he ain't in. Trump done ran him out of being attorney general.
Thank God. But look, kept all the policies the motherfucker had. They still not investigating police crimes.
Sure ain't.
And they still, look, they just now stopped, quote unquote, they just now said they stopped the black identity issue. They lying like shit.
Yeah.
They just know they look stupid, so they had to say something about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very true. And good old Dianne Feinstein, she's 85.
That bitch just won't die.
I hope y'all saw my video I did on her.
Yeah, I seen that. Dog face bitch.
Yeah.
All over a fucking flag, Lisa. All over a fucking flag.
Well, the reason why she was fighting that hard, KD, is because the black people down there were the main target she was fighting. You got to understand everything about that fight. The people that were opposed to that flag being up there, and the man that was actually taking the flag down was a black man. That's why she was fighting so hard and trying to put that Confederate flag up there. Yeah. So, you got to look at the whole story, and you'll really understand why she was doing that. She was fighting against black people in San Francisco.
Exactly. Her racist dog face ass.
Yeah.
What they should have put was the damn motherfucker. Now, if they flew the Nazi flag up that motherfucker, that bitch be the first one. Oh, I had ancestors that were in the Holocaust. Oh, bitch, please.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
I get tired when they can do some racist shit and then try to use the Holocaust. Get the fuck out of my. I ain't do it.
None of us did. That's why I laugh when you ever hear them say, like if they're talking about a black person that, especially if they speak a lot of truth, oh, they're like Hitler. Ain't nobody in no goddamn black community like no damn
like Hitler.
Okay.
I was about to say, well, how many? That's what I said. They used to say that about Dr. Khaled. I said, how many people did he gas?
Yeah, and he put in an oven.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he would if he could. Well, y'all dropped a bomb on millions of people. Is that like Hitler too? Well, I mean, I'm just saying. We know you will because you can.
You already got a history of doing it.
Right. So, I mean, why are we talking? Hitler ain't looking nothing like nobody we know.
Right.
Hitler ain't look like nobody in our family. So, look, when you talk about ancestors and all that, our conscience is clear.
Yeah, well, before Cynthia G switched to black men, they were calling her Hitler.
Exactly.
Okay.
And I was saying the same shit to them. I was like, she lynching y'all by telling the truth?
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know what the black community got to do with Hitler. I still didn't get that one.
That's gonna be my first video when I'm off suspension, Lisa.
Mm-hmm.
Who in the black community? How can anyone ever in the black community be anything like Hitler?
None of us are. They couldn't make that one work on their mama's life.
Damn, somebody said.
I mean, shit, it's a mystery to me.
Shit. August Dre said, Diane, and look, Diane Feinstein is old enough, August Dreams, to actually have been in the Holocaust.
Yeah, she sure is.
She old enough, you could be right. She could have been an escape baby.
Mm-hmm.
They tucked that ugly bitch in a cave, Lisa, for 30 years, teaching her politics, feeding her nothing but motherfucker banana peels and motherfucker plum skins.
Mm-hmm.
How that bitch face look like that.
Jeffrey Epstein, what y'all think of this one?
Go on, preach, Lisa, before I get to cooking.
No, go to cooking because I want to hear from you.
So you know I've been watching this all week, right? They done locked R. Kelly up, Lisa.
Yeah, I saw that.
They gave R. Kelly federal charges, right? I was like, well, he shouldn't get but like 30 days compared to Epstein flying people to motherfucking pedophile island, picking little kids like flowers.
Trump pedo friend and shit be on the same fucking plane as him.
Oh, not just Trump, Clinton too. Both. Look, it's pictures of these Peckerwoods with Epstein, and they talk about, oh, I never met him. Why is it a picture with you smiling with him, and you wrote how great a guy he was? I can't remember meeting him. You can't? So you don't remember that 12-year-old, and you had a bunch of jump ropes and lollipops on the island and shit. Look, they pulling up in a van full of tricycles in front of motherfucking middle schools and kidnapping girls and flying them to islands to molest them.
Yeah, but you
and
know,
y'all talk about R. Kelly.
Yeah, and not only that, I want y'all to think about this. When they found them 2 dead black men in his apartment, they did absolutely nothing to him. The only reason why they're coming after him over this child sex trafficking stuff is because it was a bunch of white girls.
I thought that was Ed Buck. They found somebody in his house too.
Whatchamasugar? Oh yeah, that's right. I got them mixed up.
Yeah, that's Ed Buck. That's Ed Buck.
It sure was.
They just threw some charges in him too, though. But that's because we was yelling about it.
Yeah. 2 black men dead.
Lisa, the only reason they bring it up this is because we won't let it go. It's a part of them to attack Trump. Right. They don't care nothing about these women, and the proof is in the pudding. Why did they give that man a sentence without them women even knowing?
Yeah.
The proof is in the pudding. They don't care about, look, the white supremacy is about protecting themselves. Dr. Wilson tell one of the motherfucking most chilling stories I wish people paid attention to in Hidden Colors. And she talked to me about it in depth. She was like, yeah, I did she was like, yeah, I had a session with a patient, and he was he had killed some white folks at his job, killed a bunch of white men. He just blew his stack, killed a bunch of white men. So she had to evaluate him, and she said that, well, shit, all of the pressure, years of white supremacy and racism and shit, he just exploded on white men. And he hated it, and he would probably do it again if he had the chance, for real. She was telling me, she was like, so the white dude say, well, what about white women? And she looked at him and was like, huh? He's like, well, he wouldn't kill white women, just us? So she was like, are you saying that you would put her in the way? And he was like, yeah.
What?
Right. Like, I wouldn't want nobody targeting my women.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they don't care about, really, they don't. This is about maintaining white supremacy and keeping order. amongst them. This some dirt that we got on them, but this still don't got nothing to do with us.
Yeah.
This just for us to have more evidence to show, well, look, God damn it, you freaks, even y'all raping y'all kids and don't care about it. This just more evidence to prove how dirty they are. For real. But when I looked at with Epstein, I say, damn, this motherfucker can rape kids. He had an island where he raped kids, and now they gonna look at it. I said, this is just about trying to get Trump out of office. I said, man, I don't care that much.
Yeah. But it made big news, and some of the women that he paid and had sex with, they're coming forward. They all seem to be white women. And, but look at how many white men are walking out of the courtroom after raping and molesting white women and children now. They're just letting them go. They don't care.
Every fucking where. And where the fuck is this Me Too shit at?
Oh no, they don't go after white men. They Me Too don't go after white men.
But I bet the same bitches over there jumping up and down when R. Kelly had the charges slapped on him, they fucking partying right now.
Oh yeah, see, but they were all loud and vocal during Bill Cosby. But as soon as you start mentioning Harvey Weinstein, who got a private trial, which that alone, being let go, they haven't said a word. All right. Now, LVZ, did you hear about Lamar Odom being cut from the big three?
Yeah, I heard about it. I was trying to figure out why Q did that. It was him, Baron Davis. It was a couple of other NBA players he cut.
Yeah, well, he said Odom was out of shape.
Well. Well. Oh, KD, you breaking up. You sound like a robot.
KD, you're breaking up real bad.
All right, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
No, what I was saying was, why would Q put a put a game on CBS to watch him, an overweight dude, just ball out? That wouldn't make any sense.
Thank you. That's not good. I know Lamar Odom feels some kind of way after the Kardashian and his crack epidemic, but I if that's the case, yeah, I'm with KD and Cube on this one. Ain't nobody paying you no money so people could come to the arena and see a fat dude out of shape who used to be good, look like he don't really care, and that shit on TV. That's not good.
Yeah. So here's the story that came out July 11th. Ice Cube speak on Lamar Odom being deactivated for the rest of the Big Three season. We want players who actually play. Damn. Okay. So as former NBA stars such as Lamar Odom, Bonzi Wells, Baron Davis, Jermaine O'Neal found out the hard way on Wednesday, the Big Three is not going to make exceptions for big name players. All four of the aforementioned players were deactivated by the league on Wednesday in an official press release from the league. If you were wondering what exact reason for the aforementioned players being deactivated, Big Three owner Ice Cube explained to TMZ Sports rather bluntly why Odom and the other three players will no longer play in the league. As a league, we want players that are actually playing. So if you aren't playing or you can't play or you have any health issues, Ice Cube said. When asked if he was concerned about Odom, he said, always, I love the guy. Unlike the other three players who were deactivated, Odom was the only one who had actually played in a game this season. The co-captain of the expansion squad, Enemies, Odom had registered just 2 points, 4 rebounds, and an assist. It wasn't exactly the comeback many were hoping for or expected out of the former 2-time NBA champ and six man of the year winner. Odom made his return to basketball this year, not having appeared in a professional basketball game in the United States since 2012-2013 season. In fact, Ice Cube actually predicted that Odom would win the Big Three Comeback Player of the Year award. But when I was listening on just local news here where I am, they said he was out of shape. You know, Odom was big and out of shape. He was overweight.
At least he always been real skinny, real and always in good shape. Right now, Ice Cube is right. The other 3 guys ain't even play a damn game.
Mm-hmm.
Why the hell am I paying you? Look, people coming. Once again, that's what Ticket be talking about in pro basketball.
Yeah.
These kids come to see you. Now, they couldn't see you. A lot of them probably couldn't afford to see you when you played in your heyday, right? So this their chance to finally get to see what you could do. Even if you ain't as great as you used to be, you still better than a lot of other people in the world. And people coming to see you do what you do.
Right.
2 points, 4 rebounds, and an assist. Mm-hmm. That's a bad game. That's a horrible game, let alone a season so far.
Even some bench players actually in the league do better than that, VZ.
Thank you. I was about to say they do that thank you, KD. Bench players do way better than that in 2 minutes left in a basketball game.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Ice Cube, he's right as far as this. I thought it was that these guys was playing and maybe Cube wasn't satisfied. There was something behind the scenes. No, I can't be paying you to not do nothing. Brian Davis still want to get into the NBA. No other place he going to get some shine. Why not go out there? Steven Jackson in shape and out there busting ass. And then from what you just said, Ice Cube believed in Lamar Odom. That's why he gave him money and signed.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, of course, he's upset. I was looking at Lamar Odom's response. He's really upset.
Yeah, he should be, but he should be upset with himself. True Roy, you got to drink some of that good green tea and some orange.
I sent you a link, True Royal. I don't know if you got it.
She said she got a cold.
Yeah, she said it yesterday.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but the thing is, VC, like, damn, I'm like, why the fuck do I want to pay this money to see an out of shape nigga play? That's just bad to my eyes.
Yeah.
Amen. Right. Look. Hey, KD. We don't even want to see that shit on the regular basketball court outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody coming outside to see the regular big out of shape dude out there ball out and playing and halfway playing. Nobody going there. Nobody wants that outside. So come on, you don't even get picked on a regular basketball team. A pickup game. They wouldn't pick you if that's all you could do. 2 points for
and I'm sitting there thinking like, everybody else running up and down the half court, but your ass out of breath like the first 2 minutes.
Nah, KD, this the worst part. I'm about to fuck you up. The big three is only half court, man.
Yeah.
So you ain't even running up and down the court. Why are you even out of breath? You so out of shape you can't play half court basketball.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Wow.
Damn.
I tell you, it's that Kardashian curse he got on him.
Hey man, messing with that bet. Look, They was arguing about that on Speak for Yourself. I watched that on YouTube. It was Reggie Bush, who used to mess with Kim Kardashian, Jim Jackson, was it Steven Jackson? They Marcellus Wiley. Like, I'll mess with them. I'll mess with them. They rich. They got it. They got it. He like motherfucker. Steven Jackson. Like,
man, Jim Jackson and his caping ass. Man, he better sit the hell
Reggie Bush was caping. Jim Jackson was caping. Steven Jackson was like, fuck no, you need to leave them girls alone. And that, look, even fat ass Whitlock talk about, I would, I'm like, Whitlock, women leave you alone anyway. That don't count.
Yeah, does he even like women?
Right.
I mean, seriously, does Jason even like women?
Even if he do, I know they don't like him.
No. Oh man, definitely no on that.
I mean, they treat his ass like a repellent.
Well, I tell you what, I don't know any woman checking for Jason Whitlock. And if she was, I would have to question what's wrong with her. Okay, y'all. Oh, y'all, I know what I wanted to talk to you about. Trump said he has caused the opioid epidemic to go down. He swears he's the reason why less people are on opioids. Trump is taking credit for something that didn't even happen.
I was about to say, that motherfucker is lying right there. Look,
didn't go nowhere.
Trump must be taking opioids. What is he taking all of them himself?
I guess he is.
I figured a way to stop all the kids from doing opioids. I'll do all of the opioids myself.
Well, according to Trump, he is claiming victory over opioids, y'all.
Damn. Okay, well, cool. Yep. You won. So look, no need to fight no more, right?
Yeah, right.
Pay no attention to all them dead white folks you stepping on.
Yeah, paying attention to them. Katie, you're up real bad.
My can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can y'all hear me? No, my thing is, if he want to claim all that and they done this shit, I say, I let him claim it.
Yeah, I'm letting them claim it too. Yeah, good job. You did it. Like I said, KB, don't pay no attention to that white dude with his needle in his arm and that white lady with that Narcan that their police trying to use on. Pay no attention to that.
Come on. My state just gave out free Narcan to anybody that wanted it 2 weeks ago. Okay. They didn't give that out because the opioid plague is damn near gone because of Trump.
Mr. Pirate Brain said, if the opioid thing is down, it's because most of them die.
You're right. That's the truth.
I was like, yeah, because that's some bullshit. Trump sitting there talking. Trump lying like shit. Look, Lisa, you still ain't, look, you like Discovery ID. You ain't running out of opioid store.
Oh, so
opioid stories every damn day.
Yeah.
And they talk about something. Hold up. Trump said the opioid shit is down. Look, everybody else don't say, the opioid heads don't say that.
No. Trump know damn well he ain't done nothing about no opioids. It's an election year. He just got to get in front of his roll fan base, his MAGA hat wearing fan base and start making all kinds of claims that ain't even true. See, he want to brag about immigration. And you asked me to help with opioids. Well, I'm claiming victory over opioids. Yeah, we know Trump is lying. Come on.
Trump crazy.
And this one I'm telling his ass, congratulations, cause shit, to claim something like that take a lot of balls, which I know he don't have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But hey, that's on him. You want to go and lie to his people, then let him go. Mm-hmm. All right, last one. Elizabeth Warren. Elizabeth Warren said she wants to decriminalize border crossings for immigrants. But she don't want to decriminalize weed so all of these brothers can get out of jail. She don't want
Nah. All you niggas can go to jail, but immigrants need to come over.
That's her new statement. Remember, last week she wanted to give reparations to the LGBTQ community. And this week she wants to decriminalize border crossings.
Border cross?
Yeah. No longer a crime if you cross the border from Mexico into the U.S. She wants to decriminalize that.
Okay.
I can't believe she's doing all this fucking pandering from Maria and Miguel like this. This shit's pathetic.
But when they asked her about reparations, you know, are you going to give a check? She said, a check for what?
A check for what? Mm-hmm. Check for what?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
She said that too. She said, I saw it.
What? But
when the brother asked to cut the checks, it was a check for what?
Yeah.
Okay.
But she wants the illegals to be able to cross the border, and it's not a crime, y'all. That's her latest thing out of her mouth.
So when the bitch try to come to me asking for a check next to her name, I'm gonna say the same shit, like a check for what?
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, she can get her check from the LGBTQ community and the illegals. That's where she can get her campaign money, right?
Yeah, they'll vote for her. She doing shit for them.
Mm-hmm.
Vote for the. There you go.
Yeah.
Let them elect. There you go. Let them on through. Let them on cross the border.
Mm-hmm. The constituents.
Yeah.
That's what I say.
But I'm gonna tell you like this: make sure they move in your neighborhood.
Yeah, that's right. 30 in a house right across the street from
right. Make sure it ain't no more of this shit. They all moving where we live at. No, no. They gonna live where you live at.
That's right.
So when you come outside, there's gonna be pupusa trucks and all that shit. Anyway, motherfuckers out that junk selling tortillas. Selling tortillas out that motherfucker. Mm-hmm. There you go. Gonna be hitting Veezy up. Mm-hmm. Well, come on, brother.
Yeah, they could sell all the damn tortillas and all the gay parade shit. Oh, they can have all that right in her fucking neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
damn right. Puerto Rican Day Parade. Motherfucker was the Cinco de Mayo and all that shit. Conquistador Day, all that old dumb shit. But they can celebrate it right where they live at.
That's right. That's the way I see it.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you want the people that you love around you?
Right, exactly. They look, why they got to live in our neighborhood? Mm-hmm. We ain't say they couldn't come. We just said they can't come where we live at.
Right.
You the little, whether we say they can cross the border or not, don't matter. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like, what difference do it make if I got an opinion about it? You're not really asking my opinion, what I feel about it. Nobody really gonna ask me, so I don't care. So what I'm gonna say is this: I don't care what you do, just don't move in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
For real.
And this she could go do this too. Make her neighborhood a fucking sanctuary neighborhood since she want them motherfuckers around.
The way I see it, all of those Democrats that went there this week to visit the detention center, they should all move next to them. They should have the Mexicans on their block, on their
block. All of them on. Yeah, you're right. All of them on their block, going to their schools and all that, and they should be willing to teach them and tutor them and give them all the resources that they need. Our taxes shouldn't have to go up for that. None of that. That they should go move right where the people who want them at, and then the taxes go up on them people there because they got the money. All the people that's arguing, all them bleeding heart liberals, them motherfuckers rich. So look, if you're gonna argue for that, hey, like I said, I'm not that. I don't learn. I'm not that nigga. I don't even care about that shit. That's your business. My thing, I know you don't. I'm about to say, I'm just saying, with me, what we need to start saying, what we need to start doing with them is like, okay, that's nice. Just don't come where we live at.
right.
Just don't come where we live at. Right? Nah, because I'm not having it. Y'all been territorial. Nah, we ain't been nothing. We just saying these motherfuckers, y'all, we ain't got no say so whether they come in or not. That's all up to y'all. So we not knocking that. All we saying is this: if you let them in, they can't gentrify us. They need to move where y'all wanted them at. With y'all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you love them. You're checking on them. You're
right.
Complaining about their welfare.
Right.
Complaining about their health and
the conditions, the way they getting treated. That's cool. You never did that shit for us. But okay. So all I'm gonna say is cool. Just don't fool the motherfuckers. Since you can't, go all the way with it.
Go all the way. Nigga, open their fucking heart up. Open their heart up and do all that shit they talk about on the campaign trail. Do all that shit for them.
And to you coon ass niggas that's out there running behind there, understand that you a motherfucking coon for doing that. Cause while you over there help, all the way they treating them is wrong. And they sitting there telling you a check for what?
Yeah, exactly.
So they telling you, meanwhile, oh no, we ain't gonna stop choking you out like Oregano on the corner. We ain't gonna stop shooting you like Trayvon. We ain't gonna stop having stand your ground. We ain't gonna stop doing the Terrence Crutcher. We ain't gonna stop doing the Alton Sterling. We ain't gonna stop doing the Sandra Bland. We ain't gonna stop doing none of that. This is what we finna do. We gonna keep doing all of that. And guess what? We don't give a fuck about the shit we been doing. And you ain't getting a check for it. Now help these Mexicans live in your neighborhood. Man, hold your own tortilla.
That's right. And keep those tortillas in your neighborhood.
Damn right. We like collard greens. Ain't that fuck I look like trying. What the fuck I look like wrap fried chicken in the
anyway.
Hey, Santee.
I'm so sorry. Hey, my sister, how you doing? Hey, shalom, family.
Shalom. Yeah, we're talking about how these congressmen and women are whining about the immigrants, and they never say nothing about the conditions that our people are in.
I apologize, sweetheart. I'm sorry. I had to cuss a undesirable out. He stayed his welcome too long, and I don't want to slap him. Because
what is Santee? What are you talking? You didn't hear what she said?
Undesirable, right? Somebody say they welcome too long. Sitting here flexing in the house. You know, trying to raise up on my mother. I swear to God.
What the hell is Santee doing?
I don't know. Santee, do you hear us?
I hear you. I'm sorry. I got to get back into reality. I'm stuck in. I'm back here. All right. We come to these congressmen. All right. As far as with things here, as I always tell the family, man, it's ADOS, man, until ain't nothing rocking no more. What I mean by that is, if you're not here to serve the purpose of the people, okay, you're not here to at least be honest as far as what you see coming about as far as systematically with white supremacy. A lot of us don't even want to hear what you have to say. Okay, it comes from even down to a Mitch McConnell with his disease-ridden mouth and everything else. Nothing is more disgusting than a real white supremacy. Okay, I know like that shocks folks somewhat. What do you mean a real white supremacist? I mean an individual that does not give a fuck. Somebody that stands there in front of you and tells you, look, okay, you niggas are gonna goddamn you get in line or I don't give a fuck. And in his case, look, you guys got Barack Obama, okay, you got all this other shit over here. We don't owe you shit as far as reparations.
Well, you know what, Santee, there are some people in the comment that says you're coming across real low. They can't hear you.
Oh, all right. Let me turn my headphones off.
Okay.
Okay, I got a few doubts here.
Is this good?
Yes,
Yes.
that's a lot better.
Perfect. All right. When it comes systematically with white supremacy and these people that's wearing suits and ties, I don't trust any of these motherfuckers. Okay, I really don't. Unless you sitting here actually speaking about how you're going to be for the embedment of Black Americans, okay, ADOS, I can't even think of the name, but you need to get the fuck up out of here. You truly need to get up out of here. Nobody wants to hear your story. Nobody wants to see you dance to Cardi B. I don't want to see if you know how to still do the Tootsie Roll at 40 something. I don't want to see none of that garbage. All we care about more is Black empowerment. And it don't matter where the suits come. You know, a lot of these people have made their bones off of lip service, good talking at the right time, using the correct words in order to get in place and to confuse Black folks that don't know too better to go ahead and vote for their dirty asses. And the way that I feel about that, you know, on some real shit is, either you're going to go ahead and support Black Americans or you're not. And if you're not on that train and you ain't doing that, I don't give a fuck about what you're doing with your political career.
Well, you know, Mitch McConnell, you know, all that stuff came out about him coming from slave owners, you know, on both his mom and dad's side. And then he brought up Obama. And here's my thing. I don't give a damn if it's Obama. I don't care if it's Mitch McConnell. If you done our people wrong, then I'm calling you out. I don't care which one it is. That's why I said, you know, I did my video. I said, you calling out Obama's white side of the family, that ain't really news. But I'm just saying, I don't care if it's Mitch or Obama. If you did my people wrong and you got a history of doing our people wrong, you damn right I'm going to drag you.
Right, they can cut the check too. And look, Barack can cut the check too.
Dave, that's what I'm saying.
He can cut it to bitch McConnell. Ain't nobody tripping. We knew that. We knew. We was saying, when I said, look, he half white, half African. That means he half motherfuckers. He half the motherfuckers that probably sold us out, and half the slave master.
Right.
And it just said I was right.
But those people that owned slaves in his family, that was his mom's side, none of them slave owners back then, and they look like Barack Obama. They look like his mama.
Right, exactly.
Down to this too, family. Do you expect, all right, a motherfucker that has took the time, right, to wait for you to go to work, rather than or to go pay bills or go to the grocery store, to jump in your damn window and take your motherfucking whatever inch TV, okay, to bring it back because somebody told you they took it? Fuck no. These folks are so emboldened as they sit there, all right, looking like a goddamn rooster with all that extra skin hanging from their fucking neck. Okay, these dried up, filthy white supremacists look like they're about to die any day. Mitch McConnell, okay? And we'll sit here in front of you and tell you, hey, we gave you Barack Obama, niggas. You better calm down.
Yeah,
hey.
right.
That's pretty much what he said. Okay, so when I hear shit like from him, and this is from a Republican side, the Democrats have already spit in your face. They done sat there and told you, hey, y'all niggas need to settle down. We got all types of shit for you and everybody else where you get the crumbs like you always do. Okay, from this Elizabeth Warren character, from a crusty ass, I'm about to die, Bernie Sanders, to I'm black today, Kamala Harris, to a Corey Butt Cheeks. Okay, every last one of these pawns and jokers have tried to step in front of you with some bullshit ass legislation that has nothing to do with the black Americans here. So what I say strategically with all those fuckers, okay? Negro, don't even look in our direction unless you're about to go on the record about passing reparations. And for a few of those fuckers, even if they said it, I wouldn't believe it.
Yeah, but you know what? What I'm saying is, I don't care if it's Mitch or Obama's family. If your ass treated my people wrong, fuck you. Both of y'all owe us reparations. That's the way I see it. I don't care if it's Barack Obama. That's irrelevant.
It could be Clarence Thomas.
Right.
Cut the check, Clarence.
Yeah, cut the damn check, Clarence. That's the way I see it.
Look, Barack still got some white family members left with money. I want that. I need you owe that. And if all his white side gone, guess what? Barack owe that.
Yeah, I don't care nothing about the color of the slave owner.
Yeah.
I don't care nothing about that.
You
Right, you didn't hear none of these Peckerwoods sitting up here saying, hey, well, you know what? I have all this wealth. Why don't I give 70 or 80% to some of these black folks that have less than? You ain't hear none of these Peckerwoods out here saying that. You seen these motherfuckers gritting their teeth, looking down at black folks as if they got some type of nerve. Half of these pieces of shit talking about some pull yourself up by your bootstraps. These niggas are either on meth, some type of prescription pills, scratching their ass off, lice infested, okay, dirty overalls on. You don't even know how to eat. Okay.
Nah, hold up. Look, I'm going to do something while we talking. I'm going to look up Mitch McConnell's net wealth because see, we missing something right now. And I'm going to bring us all back into step. Mitch McConnell net wealth. Yeah, cause see, this right here is going. I'm going to tell y'all some shit.
Man, put a picture up of Mitch McCollum's turkey neck while you please.
Let me.
You got a turkey neck.
You know what, y'all? I went to look at a picture of him when he was young.
Hey, Lisa.
Hey, that motherfucker never looked good.
No, hey, listen, y'all. But listen, y'all. Hey, listen. Mitch McConnell's net worth is $7.5 million. Okay.
Yeah.
So now let me tell y'all, why is that significant? Because he's a descendant of a fucking slave owner.
That's right. That's where the family wealth came from.
Right. So look, he's prime example of what we talking about. Why he talking about we don't need reparations. He just indicted himself with what he told us. Yeah, your family were slave owners, and now you worth $7.5 million, and then a congressman. I mean, a senator. You've been able to go to all the top-notch schools and live in all the best neighborhoods because of the money that you owe my or whatever ancestors you own back then.
And just like VZ said, it was really thanks to us that he's even in that fucking position to begin with.
Well, and not to mention, they talked about how much those slaves that his family owned used to run away. So they were treating them like probably beating them all the time and everything.
But look, that also tell you either they rotated slaves, so they had more than the 14 that they said they had. His father had 14, then his grandfather had 14. Great-grandfather, right. So, yeah. So, what I'm saying to y'all is, Mitch McConnell owes, out of that 7.5 million, I need 6, homie. I'll let you keep 1.5.
Yo, that's what I'm talking
about. I need the whole 6, though. I need all the 6. You can't hold nothing. I don't want to.
He got 7.5. No, he can't hold nothing. And he got a $500,000 job. And his shit been government paid for. He probably ain't had to pay for his house. He good. I left you with 1.5. I need that 6, homie.
No, I'm gonna ratchet up to 7 because we did most of the we did all the fucking work. I mean, what the fuck did he put in?
I would be your front doorstep.
Baby, this business, man. If we gonna do it the business way, you gotta do 6. If you gonna ratchet it up to 7, then you gonna have to get guns and take it all. Other than that, if we doing business, I'll give you 1.5. Give me my 6, home.
And I need all of that. All right. Ain't no shaking or breaking or asking extra questions or keep going in the house and shit. No, give me my.
I ain't do none of that, Santy. Cause look, I left you a millionaire. See, that's why I said I want 6. I leave you with $1,000,005. You still a millionaire, but you owe me 6. And I got
these jokers.
And I'm about to split that 6 with the rest of the slave, the descendants.
Yeah. All right. Y'all seen what the U.S. did to goddamn Gaddafi? I don't trust these slimeball motherfuckers. Okay? I don't, and neither do you.
Yeah, but I also saw that what motherfucker my man did that just died in Cuba, and they stopped fucking with him because they stayed on code.
Absolutely.
So you got one example, then you got another example.
All I'm saying is, all right, you had a second generation immigrant in Barack Obama sign a deal with Iran. All right. And then you had a stone cold, lice infested, filthy, washed up piece of shit come in the office behind him and break the Iran deal. Okay. Not because it was a danger to America, not because it would affect somebody or whatever the case is by the deal keep going. But for the fact that he's just a mayonnaise slurping motherfucker. Okay.
Nah, he want that oil there too, Santy. But what he don't know is because he don't read the Bible that Armageddon starts when you go into Iran. That's what the Bible, that's the prophecy. So what I'm saying to you is this: from what you just said, we had a imitation black man cut a deal with Iran because to avoid a nuclear war. Now we got a Peckerwood in there about to start a thermonuclear war that could probably end the world. But we can have another black man, a real black man, that's on code to bring the whole world back in order. Mm-hmm. I mean, back into its rightful order, where a real black man, with real black men, bring it back in order. You see what I'm saying? That's what it's meant to be. Mm-hmm. That's what it's supposed to get this bad. Because the only people that can clean it up for us is us. We can't help everybody else. We not going to help everybody else.
Yes, indeed.
That shit that they talking about going to happen for them, though. Because by virtue of us just taking care of ourselves, they'll be okay.
Yeah. But the vitriol with the hating charge, we're going to keep getting, which we got to keep ignoring, is when you see some of these foreigners, not all of them, that come over here and, y'all hating on the foreign people that come. No, nigga, we built this platter right here of all of this buffet and what have you and all this good shit, top of the line silverware and plates, what have you. You came over here for this motherfucking feast after we built and brought all this shit together to get away from your destructive ass situation you was dealing with. You ain't want to deal with gangs and rape or whatever, what have you in your country. So you ran your ass over here. And then the moment that you got over here, instead of, all right, bonding with the oppressed people, the so-called black and brown coalition, which doesn't exist and will never fucking exist, all right, they wrap their arms around the leg of white supremacy to keep shitting on us. And my whole deal is like, look, y'all, mind your business and tuck them nuts and hold them nuts as tight as you can, all right, and go fight for yours and mind your fucking business. One more time. We over here doing something.
Also, just like VC said, like outside of business, you do your own motherfucking thing and leave us alone.
Right.
You're breaking up again.
Can you hear me now?
You're still breaking up.
I'm tell you like this. This shit don't make no goddamn sense. Because if you're looking at the pattern consistently, family, you get these second generation immigrants sitting there in front of a mainstream media camera talking about why Black Americans should not have. I'm disgusted by it. I really am. All right.
I mean, that's their formula. That's their formula. That's their formula. What their job is to run interception and run interference for the real Black voice. When they see you put these immigrants that you done gave them different subsidies and you done gave them different ladders up and they done kissed them up. You done put them around all these white folks and they done been in all these white schools and they ain't lived nowhere around you. And then they get to come on TV and say, see, I've made it.
Yeah, but you know what? They also gave them $4.6 billion.
Thank you.
In those detention centers, and they didn't give us shit. But see, this is blatant. They want us to see them giving money to everybody else except for Black people. They want that to be seen.
Exactly.
As you see Elizabeth Warren produce a bill, a legislation for LGBT to get extra tax money back that they weren't rewarded from a couple years ago. This is what she's prepared to do.
Yeah, I know. And, you know, we were talking about that before you came on.
Yeah.
Also wants it to be to decriminalize border crossings.
Huh?
Elizabeth Warren said she wants to decriminalize border crossing. So in other words, when the illegals cross the border at the Mexico-U.S. border, it's not illegal. It's not a crime.
Yeah, she literally said that shit, homie.
Some type of, go ahead, KD. I'm sorry.
She literally said that shit. It's like, okay, she gonna let all fucking Maya and Miguel all through so that they can benefit from this shit that we built, but want to come back to us? Fuck you, Elizabeth.
Well, I look at it strategically like this, which we all know at this point, nobody is clueless. They are trying to replace Black Americans with second-generation immigrants. All this does is make it easier, all right, for some of these jokers to go ahead and cross over and get in here. I don't got no love for a good deal of them. There's a few of them I'm cool with. I might live next to, whatever, what have you, that seem like they okay. I don't know what goes on in their house, and I don't care to know. All right? But for a good deal of these folks that I see on a regular basis, they put their nose up at American Black folks. They feel like they better. These motherfuckers is talking shit. Okay,
right. And that's why I said
I made it. Like I pulled myself up by my boots.
And see, that's why I said for you got on here. That's why I said this is my strategic method about it. If she letting them come through, let them live where you live at though, because you the ones that wanted them over here. They can't move in our neighborhoods no more.
Go to the neighborhoods where the Congress men and women that are whining for them. Let them stay over there.
Yeah, they can't come to our neighborhood. We did not ask for them. Look, you already gentrifying where we live at and building houses we can't afford to move in. And then you crime because Mexicans is in a cage. So
and you're also causing a big rat problem with your gentrifiers too.
Well, look, and let me tell you what the rats can do. They can eat off of the pupusa truck because they can live in the newly gentrified area with the white folk. Yes. They didn't want us there anyway. There you go. There go your new neighbor, your preferred. All I'm saying is they pay taxes now and they can cut the check too.
And check this out, y'all. You got 50% of these Spanish folks in America, all right, almost 50 or maybe even over 50, voting for Donald Trump. Okay? Well, then come get some of this white supremacy then. Come get all of it. You got motherfuckers shaking their head, you got deported and shit. Nobody gives a fuck about you. Fuck you.
Hey, look, Clancy.
They thought that was going to come for everybody else but their dirty ass because they had a couple dollars saved up. Nigga, fuck you. I'm going to tell you straight like this, okay? Let's see how much Donald Trump loves you. You got children here in these concentration camps dying and shit like that.
Don't look. I'm not here arguing for we're not here arguing for no Mexican coons.
I'm not.
Listen. If you want to be a Mexican coon, that's on you. All I'm saying to the Mexican coon, Santi, listen to me, Santi. You can cut the check too.
Yeah.
Look, I don't care. Look, you can be all the Mexican you want. You can be an immigrant coming over here working for 17 cents an hour. As long as you paying taxes, that can go to my reparations money. They can't live in my neighborhood. They just can't live in my neighborhood, and they can just cut the check. Look, I'm gonna be real easy to get along with. I'm like, look, you can't live where we live at, and you can cut the check. I don't care who y'all let in. You ain't gonna let them in our neighborhoods. You just
LBZ, right or wrong? You ain't seen the infestation going on in DC? Oh, you know that.
I've been saying, but look. That got overtook by the gentrification. They can't afford to live there no more. They gone now. Now it's all Brad and Becky's, bruh. It ain't a whole but look, where it used to be Migo World at DC off of Columbia Avenue, it's not all Spanish no more. Now it's white people that done moved there. And they gentrified them too. And I'm like, all right, that's cool. I'm like, oh, and the ones that got to stay, I'm like, that's cool too. Cut the check.
Yep. Yeah.
At this point, it's too far gone to get it back, Santi. So they can have that shit. And then they can have that shit. What they can't have is what we got left. So whatever we got left, we want that plus some more land and cut the check. And when I say some more land, like they said, it should be 8 states and they owe us some land. 8 states. That's all we need. 8 states.
I want to thank Trump on the 4th of July for his military parade showing us the weapons that we're going to end up with.
Yeah. Thank you. I like that. Wouldn't I look good in one of them tanks, y'all?
Yes.
Boy, let a motherfucker look. Let one motherfucking Mexican cross Black World border. I'm blowing his ass up with a tank bomb. Like,
you ain't gonna see nothing but flip flops and a sombrero.
Yeah, that's all the fucking pinata juice everywhere, Santi. Pinata juice everywhere, cause I'm not fucking playing. I'ma blow the maracas off his motherfucking name.
All right, I'm gonna show you how to get rid of an infestation.
Yeah, okay. We're gonna be talking about my friend, but I heard they like cocaine. Who like cocaine? This one right here. Thank you for snitching. I'm gonna cut his hands off and I'm gonna cut your head off. Don't be breaking that shit here in Black. We ain't gonna have no drug problem. All we grow weed is legal, goddammit.
Yeah, August Dream said she wants her 40 acres and a tank, but see, they gave our 40 acres away from those white folks, those Europeans that came to Ellis Island.
Right.
That's who they gave our 40 acres to.
The tank shells come with the tank shit. Look, it ain't no batteries not included. Our tax money paid for all that. I want that.
All of it. Those jets that were flying overhead.
All that. I got black men that want to be pilots. Hey, you can do that because we ain't gonna have nothing but black pilots. Like, shit. We ain't even gonna argue over the 8 states. Just get us some 8 states, y'all. Fuck it. Don't. They ain't gonna give us no stupid shit. All right, we're gonna give y'all 8 states: North Dakota, South Dakota. Nah,
no, we ain't taking no more frigid ass cold state.
No, motherfucker. We say, look, we want 4 West Coast states and 4 East Coast states.
That's right.
That's what we want. We want 4 West Coast states and 4 East Coast states.
Up to them, they gonna put you out there in them reservations next to them natives. So what they gonna do?
I better best that.
And they gotta get out. They gotta get out immediately. They gotta get right now. They already had their time to chill. You gotta get out.
We gonna make our shit popping. Look, they gonna be all them dirty ass reservations. Our shit gonna have music and clubs and shit. Motherfuckers flying in and shit.
Right. You gonna smell a grill over there every day. You gonna smell that goddamn grill.
And I was laughing and shit. Shit. They gonna be over there, John. Hey, yeah, broker than a motherfucker. The white man has drilled through our land. Well, they couldn't do that. They didn't drill through your water. Nah, because we got bombs. What you mean I got bombs? Tanks, my friend. We asked for tanks, my friend. Fuck that.
Yeah. That's something. But see, that's what they did to them. They gave them the worst land in the country. First of all, we gonna pick our land. Ain't nobody picking shit for us. You know?
Damn. Look, we picking our land like we picked that damn car.
Picking our land, ain't picking shit for us.
Right.
And you know what? And you know, we gonna pick the best motherfucking land that there is.
Yeah.
Damn right.
They ain't let nobody pick our land that don't look like us.
Look, see, 464 was read my mind from Virginia to Florida down. I want Texas and California, goddamn.
Right. And
I want Texas and California, goddamn. Y'all can have Las Vegas.
And even if you look like us, goddamn it, I need a thorough background check to make sure you ain't smuggling them butter biscuits in here. Okay,
Yep.
I need to make sure that you won't cut a jig and try to sabotage what's getting ready to go down. Because some of these niggas feel.
Oh yeah. Can't have them fucking informants in there. Hell no.
Oh, look, you're gonna have snitches. Now, every successful rebellion has had a snitch. It's just the impact that you let that snitch have.
Yeah.
That look, I'm not encouraging. Of course, I don't want any, but I've looked through like every historical battle and fight and war. It's always been snitches, but it's the impact that snitch had.
Yeah.
It was snitches during every war the United States had. Didn't help them. It was snitches during the fucking Civil War, believe it or not. Black snitches helping some of the Confederate. Didn't help them. Shit, Robert Smalls was a snitch from the Confederate. He left there, snitched to the North so he could free his wife in there. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So it was the impact that snitch had. That's all. We just can't.
And to say for that, you know, you make sure that you feed these rats false information. You don't kill them. Don't kill them.
Exactly. Okay. They gonna kill themselves. You feed them false information.
Tell them the truth on a subject matter that really doesn't matter. To make them feel like they really have some intent. And then when it comes to big shit that we got planned, don't tell them shit. And keep everybody else informed that we need to keep this possum / squirrel / bottom feeder, this rodent around here, okay? Just to make sure that they don't send another one or groom another one. All right, just to keep eyes wide, goddammit. You don't kill the rat off. You just give him enough cheese to make him feel like he's surviving. All right, that's it.
Believe it or not, see, Zadok Yehuda just said that in the chat room. He's absolutely right. See, we have the blueprint.
Yeah.
Look, he wrote, create a black CIA. Yeah, we need a black CIA, a black FBI, a black military. Look, the blueprint, we know based on dealing with white supremacy, what type of fighting methods and units we need to go up and to keep yourself protected, the type of units that they respect. You know, they only respect power and force, man. Serious. That's why I'm so insistent on not just money. I want weapons, because that's what they respect. And people talk about, well, you could buy weapons, yeah, but you could jack the price up on weapons. Yeah. If I get natural resources and free weapons, shit, I can modify weapons. I can learn how to build my own weapons. All of that. But we gotta look. This is something that needs to be thought about.
Yeah.
This is a serious thing. We want our money and we want to be protected. Because what's the first thing that happened to a motherfucker with money? He gets robbed.
Yeah.
You gotta think about it. The first thing that happened with a motherfucker with money, people come after him because he got money.
Well, we know they're gonna have a bag of tricks, just like you got some that's gonna try to get in on the money. You know, they'll try to fake being black to try to get money. You know, you're always gonna have a thief. Look, they look at what they did when the natives got benefits. It was a whole bunch of white people that got them benefits.
Yeah, look at the trickery.
You know,
look at the trickery.
So I mean, that's a given. They're gonna try to dive in and try to get what we get.
Yeah, but see, that's the reason why we got to make bed wenching and cooning like a financially punishable thing when it comes to these reparations. You dig? That's why I say everybody can't get. We gotta look at certain people like, no, because you were against us getting the money, so you don't get any money. Then you go somebody else. Like, look, I give you an example. Watch this. Tamara Mowry. No, you don't get any money. But my father was yeah. Well, the problem is he doesn't get any money. Why? Well, see, he married into a descendant of slave masters. And because of that, because he was so willing to be buddy with the people who oppressed him, he benefited from it. That's why he had a funny looking witch-faced daughter that was on TV. He had twins. And that's why, or the black mother, if their mother black, whoever is, that's what I'm saying. We got to start making shit like that punishable.
Yeah. You know, and that's one thing we never really did in a good way is take care of our coons, you know, consequences on them. We never taken a hard stand to deal with that. Very true.
Well, I mean, hey, everything is shaping up well in the order of black folks, American black folks, from the language that you get from mainstream media. A lot of times we have to look there. And when you see them so desperate to have a soggy hairline Roland Martin there on their camera to explain why niggas ain't shit and why we're doing this and that, that should really indicate to you how scared they are. All right, there's a lot of terror and fear that they have in their heart because you can't stop it. It's like a train running full speed with no brakes. Okay, that's what it is. And at this moment, okay, they have used damn near every trick in the book of it in trying to wipe you off completely from where you're speaking at, which that will be their last hand in the book. But by that time, it'd be too fucking late. It's already too late. Here's the deal. Okay, as long as the younger folks, the millenniums, and then a couple of the older folks, okay, a good percentage of the older folks as well. I hear older people talking this shit too, as well. As long as we on code, which we finally do have a goddamn code, I feel like we're good. All right, nothing's going to stop that. Nothing's going to impede that. It don't matter what second generation immigrant, what bootlicker, all right, what con artist, what Joy Reid, what fucking Roland Martin, or any one of these motherfucking pieces of shit come forth and say. They don't believe you. When it comes to views, check out YouTube. All right, check out Lisa Cabrera, okay, and others. You check out those channels to check out black media. You don't look at MSNBC and a fucking Rachel Maddow or a goddamn CNN with Don Lemon to check out black media. Fuck no. Okay? And people are hip and they know that. You'll find a lot of people here today that don't have cable. But they're studying and following black media. All you need to do is pay your fucking cell phone bill every month and you good. Okay? That's all the fuck you need. And it's terror. It's fear on the faces of white supremacy because they understand that they have faked and damn near played their last move and it didn't work. Nobody's voting for Kamala Harris. Nobody's voting for Corey Buttcheeks. Okay? Nobody's fucking voting for Elizabeth goddamn a check for what Warren. Nobody's voting for white supremacist Joe Biden. Fuck every last one of your front runner candidates. Because at the end of the day, when you start flipping the pages of background and who the fuck these individuals are supposed to be here year to date, and you look at their past history, all right, you're just as fucking worse as Donald Trump. If anything, with Trump, all I have to deal with is the white supremacists. With you, I got to deal with Asian white supremacists. I got to deal with Indian white supremacists. I got to deal with motherfucking South African Western white supremacists. All these different flavors is coming over here to shit on us. And if you don't believe us as a whole, go check these damn World Star and fucking YouTube videos where you see us coming up in establishments where these foreigners own and they going upside our fucking head. Okay? Or check out the folks that have been in Africa with these Asians and how they elected white supremacy the moment they came out towards these Africans over there. The show does not stop. So you mean to tell me if I pick one of these white supremacist Republicans, all I have to deal with is just a regular, ordinary, goddamn white supremacist? I feel like I'm safe. You know what? The fuck gets passed to everyone. You get some of this fuck too. No, don't put your hands in your pocket. You get some too, goddammit. All right? That way you ain't just looking around at me or talking about how black folks gotta pull themselves up. All right? If anything, he gonna snatch your dirty ass the fuck up. You ain't supposed to be in this motherfucker anyway. Your paperwork ain't right with your little dirty ass. Sure enough.
Yeah, you know what? I think that the this is David. Yeah, hey, how you doing, Lisa?
Yeah. What's up, Pop?
Yeah. Hey, you know, I think what it is the Democrats are going to have to figure out who they fear the most, us or Trump, because we no longer are afraid of Trump because he's the same as the Democrats are to us. You know, and they can't sell us, but we got to get Trump out. They can't sell us that no more because they're going to do us just as dirty. So now they got to figure out, do we pay them the check or what? Bernie's talking about giving the immigrants the right to vote. You know, he's talking about because he knows that they know we're not going to vote.
Yeah.
Because I'm 57. I voted every year since I turned 18. Every general election I voted for, and primary I voted for. This is the first year I'm sitting out. I'm sitting it out. I'm not voting. The only one I would have voted for is Marianne Williamson, and then she got on there and freaked out. You know, started talking about good vibes and shit. You know,
Yeah.
You know, it's like what? You know, and they purposely didn't ask her the question, and when she finally did get a chance to speak and did bring it up, then old Kamala Butterbiscuit Harris starts coming. Yeah, I got this. I couldn't do the busing thing, you know, and so the gig, you know, the game is in. You know, we just got to sit home and show them and keep every time we hear them and every time that we get a chance to speak, we got to say, unless you cut that check, and you really need to be cutting it before 2020, because if we ain't got our money by then, we ain't voting. And if I get my money, I'm getting the fuck out of here. United States is going to fall. Let me tell you something. If you go look at the Navy map, there's going to be a big thing of water going up, cutting the country in half. It's already starting to happen. If you look at where the floods and everything have gone the last year or so. Earthquakes are going to send half of California into the water. And then over by DC, which is where my folks and everything live, that's going to be halfway underwater. So, you know, they give us the reparations and give us some land. Well, what land they going to give us? It's going to be underwater?
No, we pick our land. We don't let them pick shit.
I don't know. I think our best bet, you know, with the dollar, unless the dollar has fallen, we can go to another country, just pick and choose which one we want to live in Africa, and the land will be so much cheaper.
Yeah, I mean,
And we living among black folks, because every time we get
Power Day, we can still do that and have land here.
Well, yeah, but I don't know if I want to live here. They're coming for you.
Until that day happen, I worry about that bridge when I cross it. It might not never happen while we still breathing. What I'm saying, or our grandkids, what I'm saying is we got a stock in here, Dave. So we owe something here. So as long as this motherfucker standing, my kids, I'm hearing what you saying, but shit, you can give me my reparations money. I can still buy land over there, like you said. And now, I still got my shit back in the States, but I'll be over here, because it be cold there. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you. Hey, whichever way, as long as we come out on top.
Man, we can do both. We can do both of that. And what you saying is beautiful. We don't have to eliminate what you saying, but what I'm saying, we can't eliminate that. We own land here, regardless of where it is or what happened to it. We worry about that bridge when we cross it. Like I said, we never know when that'll happen. Why this motherfucker standing? It's supposed to be land that's yours because your folks toiled this soil. You dig?
Yeah. So they might have to give us 40 acres in a submarine.
See, you get the sub, I take the tank. See, we're gonna have it all covered, land and sea. And look, if the earthquakes fuck up where we at, we just float our ass back to our land in Africa. Say, you come over this motherfucker, you'll be some blown up motherfuckers before you cross the Nile, motherfucker.
That's okay. You get the tank. I'll get a jet. We'll have the air covered.
There we go. Lisa out there like Top Gun, training y'all motherfuckers out there.
Oh man.
But
and I want to tell you, I don't know if you saw it when I put it up in the chat room. The Democratic, the Freedom Democrats, or whatever you call Alexandria Ocasio, her group of people, they are trying to unseat everybody in the Congressional Black Caucus. And the Congressional Black Caucus is pissed. I was feeling some kind of way about it because I was like, yeah, now they got this Mexican chick up here and she trying to, and all the white people she can pick, now she want to pick us.
No, now listen,
I don't care.
Let's be correct now. She's not a Mexican. Now she's not saying she's Puerto Rican.
Well, I mean, sure, Latina.
Yeah. Not saying she black, even though she got African ancestry. But anyway, so look, you know how I felt about it when I heard it? I said, good. Because what they trying to do is this. They don't give a fuck about, they not, she ain't really trying to do nothing about the Congressional Black Caucus because she don't want that pushback. That's why she gonna put Ayanna Pressley up there. What they trying to do is good because we was talking about it earlier. You got to get these old motherfuckers out of there. They got to go, bro.
Yeah,
these motherfuckers got to go because they some cool. Look, even though I don't agree with everything the youngsters are trying to do, at least they closer to what I like than these old motherfuckers. They not nowhere near what I like.
Yeah.
Only one I really follow because I like them is the Rashida Tlaib character.
Oh yeah, she came in strong.
I had to do a lot of research on her, make sure she ain't saying nothing funny, and she haven't.
Yeah,
she pretty stand up. So that's the only one I would truly follow.
Mm-hmm. What about the Somalian woman,
Ilhan Omar? She done waffled a couple of times. I done heard her say. She done said some alleged things, and I got at her on Twitter and asked her to clarify, and she ain't never say nothing back. But I mean, she understand the attacks on her ain't cause she's Muslim. She knows it's cause she black.
Yeah.
As long as she know that, that's cool. But she shouldn't be in the Congressional Black Caucus neither. Because only people should be in Congressional Black Caucus is new, young, black, radical up-and-comers that Black America put in. We did not put Ilhan Omar in there. We did not put, even though I like her, Rashida Tlaib in there. We did not put Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez in there. I know there's some Black people who like her. I ain't mad at you that you do. I understand why you do, because you picking the lesser of two evils. I ain't mad at you. All I'm saying is this. We didn't put them in there. So until I find a candidate that we actually put in there, none of them can really have my true support. I've never voted for anybody a damn. I'm the exact opposite of you. I've never voted a day in my life because they have never tried anybody up there that I thought was worth me leaving my damn couch and saying, I support what you trying to do. I don't support nothing these motherfuckers trying to do.
Well, you might have to run. I'll record your commercials for you.
You know, we was just joking about that earlier. I might have to go down there and run against John Lewis ass, and we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that damn. Look, do you want a congressman that's gonna fight with these Peckerwoods toe to toe every night I look at Dr. Khaled? Or do you want this brother right here? When I got hit all across my head in Selma and the blood rushed down my face, I felt nothing but love for the police officer. And that's why I sat down with him and showed him love. But Stokely Carmichael, I couldn't be with him because he was too radical.
Yeah.
And I tell you how we can raise money for your campaign. I'm starting a new product called White Woman's Tears. I'm selling it for $500 a bottle.
Yay!
Yeah. We'll raise money for the campaign with that.
Yay! White woman tears. Yeah, shit. You know how many niggas about it? So many coon ass niggas buying it.
Yeah, don't buy it and then dab some behind their ears.
Just put dab behind your ear.
Yeah. No, what's that?
I thought about that about 6 months ago, and I was thinking about doing a video as like a joke for it.
Yeah.
And then I was watching TV, and there was a commercial with a perfume that was like in a pink bottle, and the lady's kind of like lying down, and a teardrop drops into the perfume. I was like, they stole my idea.
White woman's tears smell just like perfume. Get the new fragrance. White woman's tears. They spray it on when a nigga run a stoplight. Every time a black man run a stoplight, they spray on white woman's tears. Shoot the black man, then call the police.
No. Look. You had you put the little dab behind your ear when the police come to you and they ready to pull their gun out. They said, "Oh, sir, you can go right on ahead. I'm sorry."
Bet melanated magic. Hey, look, y'all all look. We're gonna fuck around. I'm gonna run a YouTube campaign from DC against John Lewis and see if I can beat him in an election. Cause you don't want nobody representing your town that's getting beat down by the police and then shake their hand later on. You don't want that. I'm not that guy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Wow. Yeah, that's true. But, you know, like I said, he keeps winning because he goes unopposed.
Why are you scared to run against John Lewis? What is he going to bring Bill Clinton down there and say he supports John Lewis? I'll rip Bill Clinton up. I'm like, hold on, really? Really? Crime Bill Clinton? Welfare to work, all you niggas bitches need to go to work, Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton is the reason why you can't afford child care now, y'all. I'll fuck you up. Come on, man. Ain't nothing I said was a lie right there. I can just say some Bill Clinton, y'all. Seriously, Bill Clinton, y'all flew him in here. Bill Clinton. Flying the islands with Jeffrey Epstein and then lying that I don't know him, Bill Clinton. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, the last straw for me with John Lewis is when that white guy in Congress brought that black woman up there and paraded her like she was on the auction house. And then John Lewis said, "Yeah, I know him. He was doing that race. Did you see that?
That was Elijah Cummings. They look the same though.
Oh, that was Elijah Cummings.
That was Elijah Cummings from Baltimore. Yeah, me and Santi are familiar with him because he's from Maryland, so we know.
I'm from Baltimore myself.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, anybody from close to this area, I'm familiar with him. That's Elijah Cummings, and that was just a totally bad look.
That was terrible.
That motherfucker they probably egged this house in Baltimore. They egged his house.
Oh, Lisa, I have to tell you, I listen to all your podcasts up there on Anchor FM. You getting down.
Yeah, the racists are listening to me too.
They damn sure I'll put Lisa shit on motherfucker Reddit. Listen to this Negro wench.
Do they comment on Anchor FM on your podcast, the racists?
No, you know what it is. See, trolls are only effective in a comment section.
Right.
When you do podcasting, there is no comment section for them to troll in. So
yeah,
you really can't take over nothing.
Right. And you gotta pay money to leave a comment or leave a voice comment because at the time I was gonna leave Lisa a damn Sky Daddy voice. And she didn't even know I recorded the whole thing too, Lisa. And it wouldn't accept it because I needed a new damn card. Somebody hacked my card. Yep, no bullshit.
Anchor FM doesn't charge you to leave a comment on there.
They don't?
No, they don't.
Because I was trying to leave some money, and I did a Scott Daddy joint because I was playing around like a mother. It was early, and Lisa had an opioid joint on it. Yeah. You should see how people look at me when I be listening to y'all in the car and shit. Yeah. When I be driving to work, white folks be looking, then they don't want to look at me and shit. We are dying of opioids. I'm about to go get me a pill.
Yeah. Sam, you still there?
Oh, I'm here, family. I'm here, my sister.
Did you hear Trump claimed he is claiming victory over opioids? Did you hear that?
I heard it, but I didn't hear how he did it. I'm pretty sure there's more on what happened, my sister?
He's claiming victory over opioids. He said opioids have gone down because of him.
Well, I guess he's on another planet. I mean, this moron he creates his own reality. All right, he got a strong friendship with Alex Jones and Roger Stone. Like that's the epitome of goddamn pulling your reality out your ass.
I thought that's the epitome of opioid use.
Man, people getting high every day. How did you stop it, or you cut it down, or I guess they ain't passing out with a fentanyl no more, whatever that shit is, to relieve goddamn dope fiends and not lock their dirty asses up. Like Trump has his own reality. I'm to a point now when I hear him say some of that stupid shit, I'm just like, all right. It's almost been normalized, family. It has. Yeah, 2 years of nonsense.
It's an election year.
Right. Yeah. That too, and also the fact that he came out there talking about the climate and how he's whatever. He don't give a fuck about science, the climate, global warming, or none of that bullshit. He doesn't. But he had the nerve to take his dirty ass out there talking about some goddamn how the environment is better because of him. And
look, Santi, the motherfucker said that he stopped the opioid epidemic by himself. I said, tell that to dead white people that we stepping over in Baltimore.
Exactly. Right. I don't want to talk about all that bullshit.
Look, like niggas been sitting around, man, I can't even sell this heroin no more now that Trump is.
He's a mockery, man. This guy's a laughing stock.
Hey, Dave, niggas is saying, I got this house full of heroin, fucking with Trump now. Please. That nigga got a bag full of heroin on the train. He can't give it away now because of Trump.
Yeah.
Like, that nigga is in there crushing and snorting Adderalls and every goddamn thing else, stuttering and looking stupid like that, man. It takes a lot of hard work to be that retarded, man. Okay, you got to work overtime to tell that many lies a day and be that filthy. Okay, and what I say for Trump is, hey, keep his nasty ass in there. He's tricking a good piece of the population, and for everybody else, they scared as fuck. Hey, keep his little nasty ass in there. All right, y'all like seeing and laughing and shit when critical shit happen to American black folks. All right, I give you Trump, niggas, since you so fucking scared. I give you Donald J. Filthy Trump. All right, you take this nasty motherfucker and you ride with him, goddammit. Since you got so much shit to say about the American black folks and how you ain't gonna hand over that goddamn check. Okay? Go look at his filthy ass. And as far as opioids is concerned, look, that's a war that they're never gonna go ahead and win. Because they would rather go ahead and put their face in the grave than to stop getting high. The opioids are just too good. And they're making them better and better every motherfucking day. And goddamn it, Trump is making sure that these drug companies can go ahead and do pretty much whatever the fuck they want to, as long as they cut him a check. These are the facts, goddamn it.
Damn
So,
right.
Ain't nobody gonna stop getting high today, tomorrow, next week, next month, whatever. Kellyanne Conway ain't gonna persuade nobody to put the crack pipe down to get the meat out their hand, or however what means they need to do to get high. Okay.
And hold up, white folks, listen to my brother saying. Like he said, they making them good and better every day. They taste like jelly belly jelly beans. So go ahead on and get you a different flavor. Butter popcorn flavor opioid white man. Go on and get you a coconut flavored opioid white man. Get you a licorice flavored opioid white man. Get you a very cherry flavored opioid white man. Don't listen to Trump. You don't hear Trump. Don't hear Trump. Go on and get your opioids and do them.
I just seen a thick goddamn mayonnaise sandwich, right? A couple weeks ago. I just came to look at it. I went in there to go get this pizza. That woman had lost all types of weight. All right, bag of bones. She's in zombie land. She's supposed to be in that bitch working.
But
I would be shocked if she ain't skimming the cash register every night, man. I said, hey, how you doing, ma'am? I'm straight zombie. She couldn't even fucking see me. She was she was in Jupiter somewhere. Okay.
Fake news. That's fake news. He didn't see that. She's not on the stuff, kids. That's fake news. That's fake news.
Yeah, you know what? These people are so delusional. They basically killing themselves. Like I hear some people on YouTube talking about we got to fight. We got to do. No, we don't. All we got to do is get on cold, get some popcorn popped, and sit back and watch them kill themselves. That's because the Most High is working. I'm not saying we being cowards. I mean, because the brave thing is just not to use the vote. Just sit back and let them have Trump again and let them have at it until they kill themselves. Because that's what they're doing.
Well, when election day comes, since nobody's voting, we'll just have a big online party.
Yeah. You can count me in on that.
Right. Because apparently with all these Negroes and this black on black crime, a lot of us ain't going to be around anyway. So, hey, as mainstream media says. Okay. Meanwhile, they can't dig their own people out of a ditch. Okay. And this shit looks bad. You see, when you go to in some of these towns and shit in the middle of America, it's ghost town. All right. A lot of these towns are fucking empty. Nobody lives there. It's the hills have eyes all over again. Motherfuckers is fucked up, incest and all other types of fuckery. All right, in these all white towns in the middle of America. Okay, goddamn grass ain't growing no motherfucking more. All types of fucked up shit that they're living in. Okay? So to smack their lips together and get some good opioids or what have you, all right, or to holler at the crack man or the meth man, is their only resistance of joy, or of course to call us a nigger every once in a while. Okay, is their only existence of pleasure. So as the good brother just said here before, look, hey, let them chop their own fucking heads off. All right, right now we're watching a civil war of hardcore white supremacists versus plain old white supremacists. All right, may the best piece of shit win. But I'll be damned if I stand my black ass in the way and say, oh, don't hurt white daddy. You can't hit white daddy. Hey, y'all go ahead and get it on. Where's my popcorn at? I prefer white cheddar, goddammit.
You know, and there's two other things that I think we should get on code about and stop doing. One of them is we need to stop going out buying concert tickets from people like Beyonce and Jay-Z and Kanye West until they start putting money back into our neighborhoods. If they're not going to do that, we just need to stop supporting them, because we lifting these people up and they're not doing nothing but really harming us, leading us to the slaughter. And the second thing is, when one of these police officers or a white person harm us, we need to stop coming out talking about we forgive them. Fuck that shit. We don't have to be forgive. If you want to forgive somebody, forgive one of your brothers or sisters. You know what I'm saying? Don't be forgiving these white. You know, people be getting on TV forgiving them before the body's cold. And I think we need to stop that, because have you ever heard a white person come on TV and forgave a black person for doing something?
Yeah, but they're never asked those questions either. Whenever anything happens to them, they do not. The media does not come out and ask them, do they forgive? They only do that to us.
Yeah, they wouldn't want to ask me. They wouldn't want to ask, because I'd be like, you know what, y'all kiss my ass. No, I don't forgive them. They can rot in hell. And their mother and their father can rot in hell too.
Right, but they pretty much know the kind of black people they can do that to.
Mm-hmm.
You know. But
yeah, then they probably never recorded live. It's always probably pre-recorded.
Yeah, and you know, and a lot of that come out of the Christian church, them old good-for-nothing black churches that are out there.
Yeah. Yeah, I gave that up a long time ago. You know.
Yeah, but it's disgusting every day. You got coons blending with the actual society of true black America, meaning even these young kids. It was a young black boy that got harassed by that white supremacist over there in New York, talking about he grabbed her butt. And they asked if he forgave, and he said, hell no. Now you get on there to the TV after a white daddy done cut you a motherfucking check, and you over there with fake tears, looking at your son with this mean mug, forcing him to say that he forgives this filthy ass white supremacist.
Hey, look, hold up. We just had another brother killed by white supremacists. 4th of July, firing fireworks. Him and his son and this lady was out firing the fireworks. The white supremacist was a correctional officer. Him and his wife, both correctional officers, go outside and approach him because their dog is freaking out about the fireworks. Instead of picking the dog up, petting the dog, or doing what they're supposed to do with the dog, they go outside with a gun and confront the kid and the mother. The Peckerwood man headbutts the mother and split her face open. The boyfriend comes out, brother, 36-year-old man, and punches the white supremacist, and they shoot him and kill him. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Yep. I just saw that today on Ring of Fire. I just saw it. So what the fuck?
I actually did that on podcasts, LVP.
Yeah. See? I just saw that. I just caught that, Lisa. I just caught that. I've been so busy, and I sat and caught that. I said, but see, they don't even tell the stories as much no more. But this still happening, and this still going on. So when
I want to ask you, Lisa, how do you do that day in and day out, and it not affect your psyche?
What's that?
Report on this, because I see it, and I want to see it. Because I go to a lot of different channels, and a few of them I moderate on. But sometimes I have to just stop and not, because it's too much. It's like when you see all this stuff happening, it's happening, and you have to be seeing a lot of it to pick out the ones you're going to report on. I know it has to bother you somewhat.
Oh yeah, especially the ones with children. It's something be a few days to even
and talk about it. Yeah.
Some of the things that happen to our kids.
Yeah, a lot of stuff like that. I see that too, and it take me a second to digest it. But it's got to be said, because if don't nobody say nothing, they'll run with the narrative, and then they turn it into some shit it ain't.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I know it has to be said. I just was
that's what I'm saying. That's part of the coping. Yeah. If you don't say nothing, a certain even worse injustice gonna get done to that person who died, and they ain't gonna have no voice out there. Nobody to speak to what really was going on with them. Nobody to speak to how this is just another statistic. So it bothers you, yeah, but what ends up happening is you like, man, if I don't say nothing, that narrative will never be out there.
Yeah, to Lisa and Phil and Nicole on Nicole's View, y'all be putting the work in, y'all put that work in, and I just have to thank y'all for doing it, because I've been wanting to do it, and I haven't started up, because I have another channel besides my music channel, but I just haven't. I'm like, man, I don't know if I can just look at this every single day and be looking for it, because I try to have some kind of positivity in my life. You know what I mean? Some kind of, and it's hard to, it's just hard, and I'm a man, but it's just, I give it to you.
Yeah, I look at it like, well, I've always been a half full type of guy anyway. So it was like, I always, since a kid, I was like, you owe me more. This shit owe me more. This just never seemed right. So it's like easy now. That's why it's so easy for me anyway to highlight and speak freely on it. Because it's like, motherfuckers walk around in dreamland.
Exactly. Yeah.
You gonna always have something positive. I'm always gonna have something positive. I'm gonna always be able, as long as I'm living, be able to look at my son and see something positive. But when I look at what's going on around him, that shit bothers me. And somebody gotta say something, and somebody gotta do something. And that somebody gotta be me. So if it's me just merely saying something for people to pay attention so we all could clean it up, I'll do that. Because sometimes that's all it takes. Like,
yeah.
Like back when I was a kid, I remember this shit. You'd be on the bus and kids wasn't acting all wild and unruly. And when they did, it was because nobody said nothing. Now you'll have one male bus driver, metro bus driver, like, man, this is his bus. He at work. Man, y'all sit down, man. Y'all got other people on here. Everybody sits down. Because now every other adult gets on code.
Yeah.
But that shit don't happen. Kids be running around unruly on the metro. Nobody say nothing. Now, one day I get on the subway because I'm just going, for some reason, I don't even know what I was on subway for. Oh, yeah, I dropped off one of my cars somewhere, and I went and caught the subway. And these youngsters acting stupid. And I was like, y'all bring that shit back here, I'm going to fuck one of y'all up. They all sat down. And I was like, I was like, why? And the lady was like, thank you. I was like, yeah, but it'd be better if any of the rest of these fucking cowards on this motherfucking train said something with me. I ain't the biggest motherfucker here. I ain't the tallest motherfucker here, but I'm the only person with a voice.
Well, you the one with the heart, so that's what happened, because them kids could look at you and see you wasn't playing,
But see, that's how it is. You gotta assert yourself. People gotta. They gonna get them. Look, I ain't fucking with him. I don't want that tussle.
Yeah,
and you gotta be ready for that tussle too. Be like, man, I'm serious about what I say.
Well, I put a lot of my ideas in my music. I do a lot of political house. So I put my stuff out like that.
That's right. Hey, like my father said, any way you can get your voice out, that's the way you do it. You supposed to put your voice out. That's why I love Lisa. You get your voice out, man. You got to get your voice out, man. Got to, because if we don't, they gonna speak for us. They back in the day, that shit would have worked where they was calling us Russian bots, but they can't do that shit now.
Can't do that now. Yeah. Everybody got on code and started tweeting at them to let them know. So everybody that's tweeting at you a Russian bot can't respond. They can put stuff out, but they can't respond and say, who you calling a Russian bot? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but see, it wasn't just tweets. People were sending them videos.
Yeah.
Tariq and Lisa and Nicole. I know that because personally I was doing it. Yeah. I was like, oh yeah, we bots, right? And this me. Here go my video. Me talking about y'all. I must be a Russian bot. This me right here with Kellyanne Conway in her face. I must be a Russian bot.
Yeah,
I'm not a Russian bot.
Yeah. But no, I mean, it's tough. But the thing is, we have to stay on top of what's going on.
Right.
We have to. We have no.
But hey, shoot, that guy from Texas, being black, take a toll on my psyche.
What guy from Texas?
My brother, the guy from Texas, says it takes a toll on your psyche. But you know what else? Being black every day, that don't take a toll on your psyche.
Yeah.
It do. Oh, yeah. Shit, when I get pulled over and thrown in motherfucking jail, and I'm in, because this done happened to me, and now I'm look, that shit over with. It's 10 years later. I still got to deal with that shit because nobody want to hire you. Nobody want. You're like, what the fuck? God damn. It's certain places motherfuckers can't live who was in jail 15 years ago. They out been working every day for 15 years off parole, but they can't live somewhere because they got. I mean, shit, that take a toll on your psyche. Being black every day in America take a toll on your psyche. When I come home from work and I see the police in front of my house and they ain't arresting nobody, don't you think that take a toll on my goddamn psyche?
Oh yeah,
they ain't arresting nobody, but they always there. And you're like, damn, are they here to protect me or are they here for me?
Yeah, yeah.
That's a toll on your psyche. I'm telling you, when you go to your kid's school and then they tell you some shit like, oh, we want your kid to participate in Black History Month. We want your nephew to be Colin Powell and your son to be some nigga from New Orleans who got elected and got arrested for welfare fraud. True story. That take a toll on your psyche. No, I'm not about to do that shit. Fuck, y'all ain't gonna do me. But see, every day it's some shit.
Yeah.
Then I cut on the TV. Everybody that look like me or represent me, either gay or act effeminate. That take a toll on my psyche. I can't even watch TV and unwind. I watch basketball. Nigga, shut up and dribble. It take a toll on your psyche. What I'm saying is, after a while, you go, fuck all the bullshit. All this shit is taxing. I gotta deal with this shit. It's time to deal with this shit. It's time to fight this shit. You know what? I'm gonna take a toll on their psyche. And that's why I come like I come. That's why I never stop. That's why I'm always relentless. That's why the Peckerwoods come to my channels. I don't know why you keep making channels. They're just gonna keep knocking you down. I know. I don't care. I'm taking a toll on your psyche. I know it bothers you that every day I'm fighting like this. So I let it, I let that shit fuel me. I see how they doing my people, and it's sad. And I wish I could save all of us.
And the hardest thing is when you never leave the country. In 1988, I moved to Argentina, and I lived in Buenos Aires until 1994 when I moved back. And I took my daughter with me when I went down there. And although they got a lot of white people, European, but here's the difference though. When I was down there, I noticed that they had racism, but they didn't hate black people like they do here. Here, it's not just a racism, it's a hate that they have. And so when I moved back to the United States, after about 6 or 7 months I was here, I felt like, damn, what the fuck did you just do? Why did you come back? I mean, I was missing my parents and stuff, but I was sorry I came back because, I moved back into the middle of this. And because when I was down there, I didn't know what it was, but a lot of this stuff that was on my psyche wasn't there when I was down there. As soon as I came back, I had to deal with all that stuff. I had to deal with someone pointing a gun at me. I had to deal with, struggling to find a job that was minimum wage. I mean, it was all kinds of stuff. And I made decent money when I was down. I just thought I could come back and it would be different, but I forgot where I left. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying we should, if we do get reparations, we really should leave and go to Africa because it's never going to be right. And we can talk a lot of crap. They ain't going to give us no weapons. Let's say by some lucky chance, we do get the money. You know what happened to Greenwood, what happened in Oklahoma and Florida and all of these cities. They give it to you, but they're going to come back for it. And do you really want to be in a situation where you constantly defending yourself?
So can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
So going to Africa stops them from coming over there?
Not necessarily. I mean,
not necessarily. Yes or no? That stopped them from coming over there.
Let me tell you why I feel that Africa could be the choice.
Nah, hold up. That stop them from coming over there. Yes or no?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Exactly. Because right now, Africa's colonized full of Chinese people too. So you saying go over to another land and deal with foreign coons who ain't even got their land set, and we just say we got money? Brother.
No, but hear me out on this.
Hold on, hear me out. What I'm saying is running away is never, ever, ever a solution. Running away from the white supremacists is not a solution. Guess why? Because right now, white supremacists is fucking around with people in Iran, Iraq, Africa. White supremacists have most of South Africa colonized still, and they are the less in population. My point is, man, if you ain't, I don't care where you go, if you ain't ready to fight when you get your money, it's going to be problems. So running away, I'm sorry, bro, I love you, but that's not gonna help.
Okay, hear me out on this. I'm not saying run away and be afraid. I'm saying run away to a power source, because here we are in the minority. Maybe it's more of us than what they say we are, but we are in the minority. in another place. See, the problem is the Africans don't know the colonizer like we do. We in the belly of the beast. We know how they function. We know how they are. And I think we are the missing link to saving Africa. I know you're crazy.
No, the only reason I'm laughing at you is because you just contradicted yourself, my brother.
No,
you did. You just said that they don't know the colonizer like we do. You know what? Hey, but you know what you forgot? They love the colonizer. So you're saying go surround yourself with coons who love the colonizer, who don't listen to you anyway, and tell them, look, I know the people that you worship. Come on, man. Come on.
Okay, maybe you're right. I'm just giving you my point of view.
They can cut the check, and when they cut the check, we can have all them discussions. But what I'm saying is, running away ain't really an option because white supremacy follows you. Just like they came in a boat to get your ass, they'll send a missile and a drone to get your ass. And Africa ain't a power source for weapons. I'm just saying.
What you think about that, Lisa? Is she there?
I'm here.
Oh.
I'm here. No, I actually was, when y'all were talking, I was looking through some of the stories, and another one I wanted to toss out here on y'all was the sneaker situation with Nike.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Look, people saying this is our country, and think about what they did to Liberia. Yeah, as long as they able to touch you, they able to touch you. You got to punch them in the mouth. Look, moving away from the bully, you only just move to a new bully.
Yeah, unfortunately, Africa, it just seems like anybody that's not Black can just go in there and take over. Look at how much of the Chinese have gone in there in a short period of time, and they are damn near walking on them damn Africans.
Thank you, sis. And they worshiping these apes. And bro, you talking about moving over there? That look, we still gonna have to do some fighting. We gonna have to get them Asians out of there who already married up into there, and they got Asian women who don't like your black ass. You are kata. You can, look, like I said, I love Phil and them going over there showing us some of the people that's in tune. But that continent big, and the diaspora still get overrun by white supremacy. And it's because so many people over there worship them. Look at South Africa. Come on, man. It's 90% Black. Why do the white people own everything? You could just run over there and be like, get the fuck out. That's it. We done. But they don't do that. And now you saying we fly over there and move into that? No. But that's more stable and got more of the resources that we need. So I know you're not talking about flying to the bush, and then we can't go to places that's war torn where they having a civil war over white Jesus. So, brother, I love you, but we gotta understand.
So what is the solution? What is the solution?
I just said it. We need our money, and we need land here where we ready to fight. And we like, look, you can't fuck with us. We have to have some. Look, what do the Iranians have that we don't have? Land, weapons, and the ability to fight and strike. That's what stops them from fucking with them. What do every nation have that stops out this book? We live here. Think about the nations that we talk shit about, but we don't touch. And think about what they say they got. Weapons. The biggest sword. This the type of people we dealing with.
Yeah. That's with somebody that got nukes. That's why they, for a while when Trump and North Korea was going back and forth, I always said nothing was going to happen. North Korea got nukes.
Right.
America want to fuck with countries that don't have nothing, like Afghanistan. They don't have nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
I was about to say, Hood Mistress just said it, Destiny. Then we take it. See, we could play the numbers game. They depleting and making enemies everywhere. When the time is right, we could take what we want. That's it. So
Yeah,
that's just it.
Because
So
if they keep killing themselves,
right,
with
if they don't give it to us, then when the time is right, we just pounce on them and take what we want, and there you go, and it's all over with. But if they smart, but they ain't stupid. They see that. What's gonna end up happening though is, for real, the earth, they gonna eat themselves like they always did. They gonna eat themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Why you think they making fake food and all this shit instead of just growing it?
I saw this thing. I don't know if Lisa did this one or somebody else did it. They found canine and human DNA in the McDonald's hamburgers.
Yeah, I heard that joint. I was listening to that little joint. Canine and human DNA. I don't eat McDonald's burgers, so okay, there you go.
I don't eat meat no more, but to throw human DNA in the meat, they turning us, the people that eat it, into cannibals. Really?
Well, first of all, our biggest problem is because we don't control anything in this society. Technically, you shouldn't trust anything that comes from your enemy.
Right.
Especially their food.
Yeah.
You can't trust none of it.
Yeah, I'm about to say, unfortunately, when you're in a system of white supremacy, you almost totally dependent for everything on these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And that's the funny shit, ain't it? They tell you, right, that they want you to get up by your bootstraps and do this and do that, and they don't want you sucking up the work. Then when you say, well, just give me what you owe and let me leave. Nah, you can't.
Yeah. Because they really let us go. When you really look at the full scheme of things.
Nope.
Yeah, I mean, they tell you to pull yourself up by your bootstraps and go. They say, why don't you just go back to Africa? But they know you don't have the money to do it.
Right. I'm trying to tell you, we're battered wives.
Yeah.
Black Americans are the battered wives of people. It's like the real bad boyfriend that beats up his girlfriend, and the girlfriend want to leave, and he say, why you want to leave? And the girlfriend just grunted and ready to leave and just thinking about places to go. Why you want to leave me? When I treat you so good, I do this, I do that, but you beat me and you rape me and you take all my money. But look at this house you live in, huh? This house ain't shit. I'm only relegated to the basement. But see what I mean?
Yeah.
We the battle wives. And we gotta stop waiting for another Zaddy to come save us, and we just gotta get out on our own. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get out on our own.
Just like the woman in the burning bed, when we wait for that motherfucker to go to sleep and then we kill him.
Exactly. There you go. Right. We got, look, yeah, thank you. That's what I'm saying. It's one or the other. If he won't let you leave because he gonna track you down, you gotta have to wait till he sleep and slit his fucking throat.
Yeah. But that's the one thing that we have, the one advantage that we have that white people don't have, is we can suffer adversity. White people, when shit start going bad, they kill themselves, they jump out of windows, they shoot themselves, they blow their brains out. As a group, we don't do that type of stuff, because we always dealing with issues. It's just another day in paradise for us, So when it comes to a point where we have nothing else to lose, that's when they're in trouble, because they don't want to leave this planet. And when you living like we living, it comes to a point where you're already dead. So what difference does it make? The question just comes of how you're gonna die.
Right, exactly. That's why I tell a motherfucker, ain't no sense in me being scared. Like before Lisa hit me up earlier today when I outran the police and shit. Because I can go ahead and tell this story because I'm in the house now. So Lisa, earlier today I'm driving to Southeast, right? And I'm stressed out. I'm hitting the joint now. And I see the Peckerwood police drive by, and he see me hitting the roach as he's driving by me. Now keep in mind, y'all, DC decriminalized weed, so he shouldn't be bothering me. I look at my shit in my review. This cocksucker is busting a U. I'm like, oh shit, here this motherfucker come. So I'm in Southeast. I busted right into this little neighborhood. Stop, park my car, get out, walk through these people's backyard. These black people was having a cookout. I said, hey, the police found me. I'm just going to stand right. They said, come on over. So I stand with them. I stand there for about 10 minutes, get out the car, get back in the car, drive away. They say, be careful. I drive up the street, coming up Sutton Road, Branch Avenue, and the motherfucker Peckerwood was coming down the other way, didn't even see me. I said, see, I knew this cracker was coming after me. I knew it.
And in DC, the shit's supposed to be legal.
Right. I'm like, oh shit, and he gonna press me out because I got my medicine on me and shit. So I know he gonna fuck with me because I got shit on me. Hell no. Fuck this Peckerwood. I'm gone.
I outran one, but it was a couple of years ago. I was on the interstate up here, and I saw him looking over at me, and I was like, okay, I gotta do something. I took the first ramp off. I wasn't supposed to take that ramp, but I said, I'm taking the ramp because I knew in the position that he was in, he couldn't follow me up that ramp. And that's how I got rid of him.
See?
Yeah, you got to kind of outsmart them sometimes.
You got to maneuver that dumbass.
When you always got to be thinking that way. I mean, that's a terrible way to live.
Hey, bro. Hey, look. Man, when you went, come on, man. When you... come on, stop it. It's no time for the pity party. We know what it is. It's time to get it cracking. We got to do what we got to do to survive. That's what make us great people. Fuck all that. No time for the pity party. That's why we teaching us how to duck them folks. This is how you duck them folks. Folks, if you dirty, like LVZ, you got an ounce of that good on you. And the police follow you. Hit a neighborhood. Keep it good in the car. Get out of the fucking car. Lock the door. Keep your key somewhere with you and walk the fuck off. They can't search your car because you not in your car. LVZ, man. No time for the pity party. Where you coming from? The desert. Just give them anything.
I get my shit delivered to me, man. So,
hey, well, the delivery man got a word too. Let him hear this. I'm telling you, shit.
I didn't worry about it.
Shit, I understand. I've been the delivery man quite a few times. So what I'm telling you is, if you the delivery man, and they on your ass, hit the neighborhood and get the fuck out the car. Leave the product in the car. They're not going to get a motherfucking warrant from a judge just to search your piss ass car. They gonna have
shit that's legal anyway.
Hey, for some shit that also all they can do is confiscate it and give you a $25 ticket. A judge will cuss them out if they wake you up at night. So listen, folks, these is just giving y'all some free game. It's supposed to be sold, not told, but I'm telling you right now. So there you go. There you go. We got to learn. Look, I'm teaching tactics today, bro. Fuck they do it, man. It's terrible. You got to live like that. We already know what it is. We already, look, don't you know, look. Motherfucking Nat Turner said it was terrible when we lived. He did something about that shit. So that's what I'm telling you, how to do something about that shit.
He sure did.
Right. We gotta do something about that shit. I mean, I ain't worried about I know how terrible it is. Now this is how you maneuver around it until we get the fuck out of this shit. This is just all I'm giving. All I give every day is instructions on how to get around the bullshit that we in. Cause you in it. When police pull a nigga over, man, I don't got a whole bunch of words, whole bunch of arguments. If I record my pullovers, y'all be like, damn. I was like, yeah. Like, what you need? All right, here you go. What you pull me over for? All right, then. All right, then. All right, then. All right, see you later. That's how all mine get. You know why? Because Dr. Collins said that shit. You don't do all that arguing shit. Even though you know they wrong. Your objective is to get the fuck away from them.
I never understand why they be getting all mouthy and shit. It's like, just shut up and answer the questions and be
I know he pulled you over for the wrong. Now that shit that happened with Sandra Bland, that's some terrible shit. That's just shit. Sometimes you get shit you just can't avoid. I had a dickhead police officer here pull me over in my neighborhood. I mean, I'm like, man, I'm looking at my house. This motherfucker snatched me out the car, put me on the ground, all that shit. I said, okay. And then I just got the motherfucker start standing across the street watching. He was like, go ahead. I said, they don't have to go nowhere. They was like, you all right? I said, I told you I live here. Nobody's going to leave. They just going to make sure you don't do nothing to me. They know who I am. And there's no bullshit. It was a bunch of people standing across the street just looking like, we not going to leave till he get in this car. We know who he is. That's how it look. But when you on coke for real, you on, man, do shit like that. Right? We ain't going no motherfucker, but you not going to just gaffle him up for nothing. So, yeah, man, and then I hit up that Peckerwood, and he ain't never been around our neighborhood again. Because what happened? I ain't going to go to the police officer. I'm not stupid. I live in an apartment complex. These people own that complex. That's their money they fucking with if they fucking with me. So what you do is you cuss them out, the rental company out, and I mean the people that own the rental company. Not just the people in the rental office. You call a company that's on. So you got these motherfucking slave patrollers, and you tell them motherfuckers you gonna call the news, cuss them out every day, and I guarantee that cop will never be around there again. It worked for me. Gotta be ready to fight, man. This shit is a fight.
Let me ask you a question. What do you think about, you know how like every time something happens, niggas be getting in the street, marching and everything, but nobody will stop and just like boycott some shit. I mean, listen.
My bad.
Yeah, I mean, if you like, for example, if every time something happened, everybody got on code and said, okay, we ain't shopping at Walmart. Just every time they shoot somebody, no Walmart for a week. Shoot another person, no Walmart for a week. Eventually, Walmart would start calling up the police station saying, hey, look, y'all need to stop this. But we marching and they laughing at us.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, but who's marching? Are you marching?
No, I don't march, but I'm watching.
So you keep saying we.
Well, I'm watching black faces marching.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what I've got out of that. I started looking at. I don't put me with everybody else.
Right.
I can't put me and you and like Tariq say. Why the fuck I gotta put myself with the lowest common denominator all the goddamn time?
Right.
So those the people out there that them gave up, as far as I'm concerned.
Mm-hmm.
People that's marching are people who gave up, who scared, who don't know nothing else to do. Then the other people that's out there got an agenda. and they scared. And those the people, people that's not black. Most of the people that's not black out there, they scared too. They don't want a black uprising, so they got to come and make sure the Negroes are calm. And then the other Negroes that's out there is scared. Now then you got a silent majority of Negroes that's out there that's ready to kick some shit off, and that's when riots happen. And when you find out. That's what happened. Ferguson, Baltimore, those not towns full of marchers. Those are towns full of niggas ready to kick it off.
Yeah.
So I want you to understand who is marching. The same motherfuckers that's been marching back since before we was kids. They don't count. Them motherfuckers about to be worm food in a little bit. So stop looking at that shit. Looking at who is marching. We looking at gays and lesbians and second generation. Seriously, let's keep it real. Yeah. Black Lives Matter was the people marching. Those were gays, lesbians, and second generation Americans, not foundational Black America. These are people who saw Martin Luther King on video. And their parents heard about Martin Luther King. That's how they got to come over here. So what they want to do? They want to do what Martin Luther King do. But us, who parents was around during that time, was like, fuck that. We children of the Panthers. This what you do, right? Mm-hmm. My father don't be out there marching. He was like, what the fuck? I'm going to be marching for some shit they been marching since I was a kid. It's time to say fuck these beasts. See? So what I'm telling you is, look at who marching, bro. It ain't us. It ain't us. It's not us.
Yeah.
And so when you talk about the boycotts, who you talking to? Us? Man, if you look at the stock market, those motherfuckers be losing stocks like, yeah, niggas ain't buying shit from them. Mm-hmm. Then again,
yeah, it's like when Colin Kaepernick, when they didn't want to hire him, man, I was talking to friends of mine. I was like, hey, you know what? I ain't watching the NFL no more. And I ain't buying nothing that got the NFL name on it. You know, because you go get some potato chips in the store and it got the NFL. I didn't support none of that stuff. Man, I called up my friends. This was like a week later. One of my good friends. And I was like, hey, man, what you doing? Yeah, I'm watching the game. I'm like, fuck, man, you ain't got to spend it don't cost you nothing to turn the TV off.
Hey, that's how some people gonna be.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just how some, like me, I ain't watched this shit since. Then I got a friend that I stopped talking to.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't stopped talking to because we've been friends. We grew up together.
Nah, so, I ain't stopped talking to this cool.
But I mean, he don't be cooning. But he just couldn't stop watching the game, you know. And I was like, nah, you know.
And Destiny, will you please stop with all of these silly questions? I already told you who it was. It's paid coons on both sides. That's who the fuck marching. Paid coons. The coons that already got paid. That's why they marching, to keep you from sitting there trying to figure out a real solution. You think somebody working for your cause when they really not. They already paid. They got their money. That's why they said, we don't need no checks. They don't. They getting checks. But they saying you don't either, because if they give you a check, I probably won't get no more.
They won't get no more.
That's why they thinking.
Paid you to stop them from asking for the check.
Right, Geek Surgeon, they felt that shit when Cap took a knee. And just like my brother, the surgeon, who from here, I ain't watched the NFL in 4 years. I can't watch it.
I ain't watching it. Shit, I ain't had no pizza in that time either, you know, because
hey, look, that was that shit Papa, like Willie D said. Nobody was really eating Papa John's anyway. The motherfucking box tastes better than the pizza.
Yeah.
But yeah, these paid coons, they already paid, man. They bought and paid for you. You gotta stop looking at TV saying Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton walking around with Joey Reid and then saying they marching. Who's marching? You're right. They are marching. We not marching. They marching. Seriously, you look at a march, it'll be the same faces. Jesse Jackson, Joy Reid, John Lewis. Look, then it's always Father Flager, John Stewart. Just people, you know, you're like, okay. I don't know how this helps me. They just walking down the street. Ain't nobody's feeding into it. That's just a motherfucker dog and pony show. It's just a big distraction. Man, we keep your eye on the ball. That's that play action pass, bro. That's what they doing. Look, we're gonna give them the fake handoff. And then it get the smart people going, well, what the fuck is that purpose is that serving? And they get the dumb people going, we got somebody fighting for us. Meanwhile, the white supremacists going, this is what we get ready to do next to the niggas. Mm-hmm. So you got to hit the LVZ. You got to pay no mind to that. Say, what y'all Pecker was up to? No, I'm keeping my eyes on you, Cracker. I ain't worried about your minion coons. What are you doing?
Roland Martin is nervous now.
Right.
Should have just kept his mouth shut, but you know, he's been doing that for a while, trying to cuss out the black community. You know, he's been on that for a while.
Professor Black got his ass though, I'm telling you. I was cracking up, man. You know,
hey y'all, that YouTube censorship a bitch. We can't you can't say the word coons for shit. And look, YouTube censorship so sensitive. Somebody try to type the word cracker, please. Like I type the word I love to eat crackers. It won't let it come up.
Yeah, you gotta, what you do is when you want to call somebody cool, you gotta put in a C and a like at. You know that
or 2 zeros.
You know the at with the like when you go Gmail at gmail.com, you know those 2 at signs with an N.
Look, that shit went straight down. That shit crazy. Look, that's how you gotta spell it, warrior captain. You gotta spell it with 3 Ks.
I don't even understand. It's not even a bad word. You know what I mean?
Right. Look, that's how you gotta type it. Look, you got everybody type it. Look, you gotta misspell it. You can't spell it the right way. I try to spell it the right way. It erase my shit all the time.
Yeah, because I was wondering, because I think I was in the chat room one time here on this or at least a channel.
Hey, but look, my word is but look, we one word though, nausea. Nausea got it. Peckerwood. You still can't. They won't stop you from saying Peckerwood. No, do you know who you talking to, Peckerwood?
And it'll eliminate your whole comment. And at one time, I'm like, why Lisa blocking my comment? I was thinking that.
No, I don't block nobody's comment, not unless you're trolling.
Unless your name's Moist Michael.
That dude, he is cursed. Every time he's on video, something's happening to him.
I personally don't understand why somebody, if they don't like your content and they want to just come up every single you know, I can understand somebody disagreeing. Just like you and me were talking and you disagree with something I said and I wasn't agreeing with everything you said, but we agree to disagree and we move on. But some people come on just to mess with you on the channel. And I'm like, don't you have something better to do with your life? You know, if you don't like what somebody's talking about, just keep it pushing.
How in the hell look, YouTube must got a jump strictly for me. I cannot use the word crackers. But I swear, Lisa, watch this, y'all. I'm gonna type it in. I'm gonna show y'all. I swear, this shit is pissing me off, and it's funny too. Somebody talk about don't be perfect, LVZ. Man, shit, fuck, I want to spell a word right. Look, crackers. Y'all see that right there, right? Do y'all see the word?
It's a little blurry there.
Yeah, it's a little blurry, but that say crackers. And I type it in, and that shit, it disappeared. I'm not allowed to say it. Listen here. We're going to put a special code on the nigga. He'll never be able to call us a cracker again. That's it. That's it for you, nigga. How about this peck of wood? Look, Brazilo, you can't even. That means you done said it just as much as I had.
Damn, the people in the chat can put crackers in. It's going.
Certain people can. Look, that means y'all been calling them honkies. Y'all must be still calling them honkies. This nigga's been calling them crackers. This nigga here, no nigga. No, let me try. Maybe it's because it's lowercase. Because when I type
it back to the 70s, honky.
Okay, you gotta type it lowercase. You cannot all uppercase crackers. I got it. I found it.
Wait a minute, did they take it off?
Yeah, they take it off. Don't try to do it all caps. They gonna take it off. But they can't take off the good, but that's okay. They still can't take away the Peckerwood punishment.
Peckerwood punishment.
That channel.
Where that name come from, Peckerwood?
Huh?
Where did Peckerwood come from? The origins of
the Peckerwood. For real. The Peckerwood came from the Peckerwood. They called themselves that.
Sure did.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know that.
And they happen to look like it is really a term for any rural, poor white person, normally a Southerner. That's the dictionary definition.
They have been in prison with that name too. White men.
Yep.
Yeah, they call themselves Peckerwood.
Yep, the ones that it's a prison gang called the Peckerwood.
Oh, yeah, in prison they call themselves Peckerwoods. Yeah,
that's they be typing. I'm a proud Peckerwood. You certainly are. I'll never.
So they don't like for us to call them a Peckerwood.
Well, well, you know, it's some shit you just not gonna like in life.
Oh man. Oh, I wanted to ask you, Lisa, did you hear any more about that the hurricane down in Louisiana?
Well, from what I understood, you know, from the pictures I was looking at, some places are flooded.
Oh wow.
You know, but they're telling them not to relax because, you know, there's still a lot of rain coming.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all I heard. That was the last of what I heard.
So, but the levees were holding up until the last report you got.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So far, they're holding up.
Yeah, Lisa had to get hers and see if her shit go. Yeah, see, you got the lower cases. See, like you can't see. So I all caps it sometimes. I can't all caps it. I just learned something now. Y'all, boy, I'm going to go through all my comment section. Let me find one white troll. Oh my goodness, I'm a cracker.
Is this your YouTube, the one LVZ? Is that your YouTube channel?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It's the one LVZ and the one LVZ live. And you see my NBA channel in here too. That's my disguise channel. When all else fails, they'll never be able to stop a black man from talking about basketball. They love that channel. Lisa, my NBA channel never gets a strike no matter what I talk. We love it. This nigga's talking about basketball. Talk, black guy.
Shut up and dribble.
All uppercase, but I had to write something else with it.
See? I told you.
Yeah, I got it all in there though.
There you go. Okay, there we go. I must have used up all my cracker points, Lisa. Lisa, this nigga said it too much.
Oh, you couldn't even do the lower case now?
I can do the lowercase though. I can do the lower. I still can't do the all caps though. They're not letting me get away with that. Oh, we know what it means.
I spell cracker. I spell it CRAKKKKA.
I love that, right?
That's how I spell it.
Spell it with a K.
Yeah, that's what I do. Yeah, I spell it with 3 Ks now. That's how I get up.
Yeah, I spell it with 3 Ks. And they know what you're talking about. People know what you're talking about. At least we do.
So that they know too. What the fuck? He just called? Why is he sitting there calling me a cracker? I'm not. Come on.
See, they study us all the time because it's like the Ebonics. You know, they had to go here and name it something because they'll say, "Oh, he doesn't know how to speak." Well, you know, every Black American knows how to speak at least 2 languages. We speak Black and we speak white. We can speak both languages. And a lot of them can only speak the one.
It's like, look, no, that's the old one. A lot of these new ones can speak like us. Because we done sat there and invited them in and we done hung out with them. So the other day I'm in DC and it's a fat white girl behind the camera. How you doing? Oh, y'all blown. I'm like, this white girl sounds just like anybody from DC, but I know she not from where we from.
That's why we got to separate from them because we change our Black language every 7 to 10 years. I mean, I don't live long enough to know. I mean, like we were just talking about Honky, you know, that was the 70s. Then we went to something else, you know, and every 7 or so years we change it.
Yeah.
And if we would just stay away from them, we could talk in code right in the store somewhere. They wouldn't know what the hell we were talking about.
No, Bama's with
this is our history. We've always been like this.
Right, but there's gonna always be some Negro that want to look. Let me teach you. Let me teach you the ways.
Yeah.
Let me teach you. It's always gonna be one. Ain't this a bitch? How Michael Ben Israel can get away with it, but I can't.
Yeah, we've got the Negro whisperer.
Israel, man, that Michael Ben Israel get on my nerves. Let me try it. He laughing because he can type it, but I can't. I'm trying like shit. Look, now he just made me mad.
Oh, he typed in cracker?
No, he typed in cool. Look, my shit disappeared like motherfucker David Copperfield. How
they watching you, man?
Yes, anything I do. Look, Bert, the nigga's on again. He's commenting, Bert. Listen, sometimes
you might have that same thing.
You be doing videos. My comments disappear. I can't. I just get frustrated, like the video, and go to sleep. I say this is frustrating.
You might have that same dude that called the cops on that Black dude in the park.
Oh no, I know that's the dude watching my video. That's why I ain't do a video about it. I said I'm gonna do a video about it, and they're gonna take my whole channel.
But Lisa was a time enough for their ass. She took them to court. I tell everybody that have problems, I tell them, man, you need to get in touch with Lisa Cabrera. She can help you tell you how to get your channel back. You know, because I think, who was it? Sister Lashida For You. They took one of her channels. They took her big channel. Yeah. They took her channel. I don't know how many
listen to her, man. I'm surprised you listen to her. She got some snakish ways, man.
And I listen to some people a lot, And when people do stuff that I don't like, I don't pay attention to them. Like, for example, I like Phil a lot. You know, I watch his channel, but when he put Cynthia G on there, I got in him for it. You know, like some people at the time, people was getting in on him about his wife. I didn't care about that.
Yeah, I didn't care about that either. I didn't care about that either. I understand about the Cynthia G too, but all I did was I just didn't watch that episode with them on it. My biggest thing with the Lashid thing, I'm not for starting beef with other brothers that's doing good work in the community, especially other black people. If you started with me, then I'm gonna finish it. But I don't want to start it. So like, and not unless you just a coon. Now, if you're a coon, I'm coming after you. Fuck that, guns blazing. But if you doing good work, so when she attacked Harvey and was doing little shit about Harvey.
Harvey, I thought it was Tommy Sotomayor she was attacking.
I was cool with her then, but when it was the Harvey shit, and Harvey talked about it on his old channel, and I didn't know because he would never say her name. So I'm sitting there watching her videos and shit, and then I'm realizing that she going backbiting, and then she has said some real like feminist shit, and that turned me way off, and I had to back up from her. That shit. That's how I found Lisa for real, because I was listening to Tori, and I was like, man, I gotta hear another sister's perspective. And Tori was like, Lisa Gray started doing shit, and I started checking it out. I was like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I don't need all this old bullshit in my life, man.
Yeah, you know, we busy fighting the battle, and people busy talking about us. And Harvey's a warrior, man. Harvey talks some real shit, you know.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So yeah, I mean, you ain't gotta agree with everything, but some, like I said, some people don't like some of the stuff he says. Some look, me and him don't agree on certain perspectives. I even say it. I say me and Harvey we like Malcolm and Martin on you. You gotta deal with one of us. You gotta deal with one, but I'm still on his side because I understand who he fight for. He love his people. Why would you know, if you had any beef with him and you got his number and all of that shit, hit him up, talk to him, say, man, help me understand this. I didn't understand this. We too bold. That's the one thing about this social media shit that I don't never let get out of me. With me, if I meet you, I meet you. So it ain't no shit where, you know, I'm just doing this shit so I could do a video and then go out and expose you. Nah, we froze. So if I have a disagreement with you, I'm gonna want to talk to you about it. I ain't gonna want it to get to no situation where we ain't fam no more.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, some things you can, if it's that bad, you can take it off of social media and email the person. Even if you don't have the number, you can talk to them through private messages. It don't have to be aired out in public.
Yeah, you don't have to do that. And when you do shit like that with me, I'm all, especially when I'm gonna be on the other person's side most of the time. I'm be on the other person's side because I'm like, man, you didn't have to do all that.
You know, I listened to her back in the day. I stopped listening to her because she made some comments about, you know, oh, I had white people live with me and all this stuff. And then I think the last time she had let some gay white dude live with her. And I was like, okay, I can't get down with this. And I left that off a long time ago.
See, I don't know her like that. I've only heard a few times because I listened to the Radical Sisters. So that's how I kind of found out about Lashid.
See, there you go. See, look at the company. Look at the company. What's up, bro? I'm telling you, look at the company. Think about it. You just said.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. Do they? is there still a lot of Latinos that live in Adams Morgan?
That's what I was telling you. It's kind of changed. It's not since they done gentrified. They moved. It's a lot of white folks that's done moved there now.
Oh, okay.
Listen, I'm telling you, the geek surgeon, if he's still in here, he could go attest to that. Adams Morgan, I used to tell people that Columbia Road, all of that, they used to be amigo world. Now you drive through there, it's white people there now. They done gentrified them too.
Yeah.
DC is not a sanctuary city. I don't care what nobody think or say, or whatever they say on TV. DC ain't no sanctuary city. The mayor can't save you. Them motherfucking people already raised the prices up, and them motherfucking Hispanic people can't afford to live there. And they doing the same shit that the black people did who couldn't afford to live in DC, or the black people who, when they got a little money and they could afford to stay in DC, but the crime and all that shit was bad, they moved to PG County.
Yeah, a lot of people, like my brother's over in Montgomery County.
That's where all the Hispanics are going. They are all going to Mo County. Most of them Hispanic people you see or you saw up there on Adams Morgan is back in Silver Spring now. They not moving back down the territory like how they was. I know what you talk about. 2009. Look, Geek Surgeon said it. Nope, they moved us all out. Right. Gentrification is look. You got Spanish people who lived around Adams Morgan who've been there for years. They arguing about gentrification with black people because they got moved out too.
Yeah, I used to go down there.
I never saw that in my life.
I was like 20 when I used to go down there. This was in 1983, you know. Because I grew up, I'm from Baltimore, but I grew up in Columbia, Maryland.
Yeah.
So I was in between I used to hang out between DC and Baltimore.
You know that's the real Boondocks, right?
Huh?
You know Columbia, the real Boondocks, right?
Yeah.
Nah, you know that's the real Boondocks, right?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Aaron Magruder's from Columbia. And the stories, he started writing when they was started at University of Maryland as this little short comic. Then it got in the Washington Post here first before it got nationwide. The Boondocks was about him and his brother moving to Columbia.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Yeah.
But just see, what y'all don't know is they tried to gentrify the Chinese neighborhood too. But you know how the Chinese kept them out?
How'd they do that?
The white folks out. Anytime there were empty houses around Chinatown where the white folks were trying to gentrify them, Chinese people just buy up all the houses, and that's what they do to keep them out.
Hey, Lisa, and Lisa ain't lying. You know why? Because that's the only thing still left downtown. That's still part of Chinatown. All them little dirty ass restaurants and shit, they own them. They ain't even try to move them out. They built a new ass like CVS right next to the place where they still hang live ducks. I mean, where they hang ducks that they just roasted from the window. I said, damn, that place still here? They tore everything down but that, huh?
Yeah.
Because when I was there, I used to go to this little Ethiopian restaurant in Adams Morgan. I forget what street that was on, but it was only one down there.
Yeah, it's still down there. They still got this down there.
Yeah.
That joint down Adams Morgan still down there. That Ethiopian restaurant still there.
Yeah.
See, yeah, well, that's how the China. But they actually, when they start gentrifying the black neighborhood, they also started trying to gentrify the Chinese. But see, those Chinese, the advantage is they got money. So
yeah.
What they did was they just, anytime there was an empty property or white people had their eye on the property, somebody Chinese would buy it out.
Right. So they would, and see, That's the shit Tariq and all I'm talking about. Get your money game up. If you can't buy it, get a group of motherfuckers to buy some shit.
Yeah.
I know it's gonna be a little higher. We know all the bullshit we gonna have to go through. Yep. But get some people that got their paper right, get y'all shit together and be like, look, no, we want to buy this.
You know, when I was living in Colombia, there was this family that owned they owned the cleaners. It was a Chinese family that owned the cleaners. And over, I think it was Harper's Choice. I'm not sure the neighborhood. They had it was a huge mansion that they lived in. And all of their whole family lived in there. So they do the same thing that the Latinos do when they go and they have all the family members living in one house, but only they don't have a little small house. They have a mansion. And then once the other people can get it up, they go buy something else big, you know, and they do it in that way. And that's the thing. We got out of that. We got to the point when our kids turn 18, the whole point is getting out the house. And I think a lot of us get out the house really unprepared to be successful.
Exactly. I was trying to preach that. But look, this was so fucked up. The way that our kids are taught outside of us, a lot of times they're encouraged to run away from that. Because I tried to give my son that exact same advantage, and he just totally messed it up. And I was like, son, I'm trying to tell you, we don't get do-overs with life when it comes to time. You either squander an opportunity or you take advantage of it, and that's just it.
Yeah. And usually you don't really figure it out till you too old, you know?
Exactly. And like I said, a lot of times it's set up where, you know, even when we give our kids and stuff the right tools, they don't know how to take advantage of it because a lot of examples around them, they don't see that, you know? Look, you know, in a certain neighborhood, you living at home and working this, that, and the third, it ain't frowned upon. But then in another neighborhood, you got somebody saying, my mother put me out at 16. I've been on my own. I've been doing this and doing that and doing this, doing that. But you can't tell a 20-year-old kid, but you got money in the bank and you can do, he don't care about that. You see what I'm saying? Because he comes from and he looks at his peers and he sees something else. You know, he like, man, I want to chase this, the instant gratification. I understand it, but it's a lot of sad. Like you said, I understand it's mentally taxing, but it's a lot of sacrifice with this. And we got to persevere, man. We got to persevere.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to get ready to get off. Thank you, Lisa, for having me on. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, and I'm getting ready to shut it down anyway.
Bet.
Man, good meeting you, too.
Hey, definitely, man. Definitely.
Okay. Take care.
Much love.
All right.
Yeah, everybody. Thank you for stopping by. I'm definitely going to be doing this again because there's just so many things to talk about, especially nowadays.
Hell yeah. You know what I'm saying, Lisa? And let me show you what I'm about to get into right now for it get to be 12 o'clock. Let me show you before I get off, my lovely sister, what's happening. Look.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Look, they on sale. $170. I'm about to get 20.
Yeah. That's good.
All right, y'all. Much love, family. I'll holler at y'all.
That's right. All right, y'all. Everybody enjoy your night and shalom, family.